Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Clockwork Cantina, episode 99. I am one of your hosts, Josh902, and this is the other host of this show.
I'm DT3. What's up, guys? How we doing today?
Hey, everybody. Sorry for the late show. That is totally my fault. So, my sleep schedule is slowly doing that. Anybody that's watched the show long enough knows I have the worst sleep schedule. Because I talk about it every few months because I fuck it up again, right? So, I woke up at Daniel. You know when I went to bed because I was like, I'm going to take a break, and then I ended up dozing off and falling asleep last night during 7 days.
Yeah, just disappeared. Yeah,
I was just gone. I was like, I'll be back. I did not ever come back. I ended up falling asleep. So today I slept. Last night I slept, but you're gonna laugh. I had nightmares about zombies all night, Daniel. We have played too much 7 days.
Dude,
no joke.
Too much 7 days, man. Too much.
And let me tell you, this was a very vivid dream because I remember it really well. You know,
Wow.
there was me. I was jumping on buildings and all sorts of shit in this dream.
Parkour.
And I had no idea why I was making this. We've never done an episode about dreams, but we totally should. Even though, I'm sure we don't ever really remember them. But there are some out there that I remember so well that I'm like, what the fuck? That's Dying Light, though. You're right, Loki. When I woke up, that's what I thought. I was like, this dream is like Dying Light, even though I've never fucking played it. But the last thing I remember before waking up from my dream was, for some reason, I want to say this character. It was me, but I don't remember making the choices, so it was like playing a video game, right? So they were jumping and climbing up the side of a building, and I hear a growl in my right ear, and then I woke up. And it was the weirdest. No, dude, you can laugh and chuckle at it all you want. It was the weirdest fucking thing, because I thought after I woke up, my heart was beating fast, right? Because it was like a nightmare, kind of. And then I had this weird thought. I was like, it's a very weird dream when you have sound in one side of your fucking ear and you wake up from it. Like, you know what? Because your brain is an amazing thing that does shit even when you're sleeping, while you're sleeping, you know? Yeah. Anyway, my sleep schedule's fucked up, is what I'm getting at here. I woke up at 6 a.m., 7 a.m., and I stayed awake till 12 p.m., and I ended up dozing off again. Daniel will know for a fact I was up because I put stuff on the Cantina list this morning for this. For stuff.
I was actually gonna add some stuff. Like, oh, you already added it. Cool.
Yeah, no, I added some stuff on here because I thought I'll save Daniel some trouble, because Daniel's usually the person that goes through the news and puts it all on here, and I was like, well, I'm awake and I want to contribute so he doesn't have to do as much. So I was going through the news earlier today, and I'm sure there's stuff that's come out since I put stuff on here as well. And make it easier. And I caught up on some YouTube, and I played a little bit of Final Fantasy this morning. And then, I don't know, I got really sleepy. And I dozed off. And then Daniel, next thing I know, my phone's vibrating, and it's Daniel messaging me, and it's 4 o'clock, and he's like, what time we doing Cantina? And I'm like, fuck. Yeah. Once again, Daniel, you woke me up. That's why I responded so fast to you. It was like, you woke me up. Which is 2 times in the past week that Daniel's woken me up. One for the Halo stuff last week, and then today for this. I'm like, oh, thank God. Thank God he messaged me and woke me up.
Which, speaking of Halo, we're should be wrapping that up tomorrow, I think.
Yeah, we should be.
We're on the 4th game, and then we're not that many missions away from finishing. So yeah, there you go.
Yeah. And then we will have played. Well, we can't say all the Halos because Halo 5 is not in the Master Chief collection.
Well,
I don't think
we will have played all of them in the Master Chief collection. Yeah.
Yeah.
The only thing we're gonna need is 5 and then Infinite. That's it.
Yeah. I'm okay with taking a little Halo break after the Chief, and then moving before, like in a few months when the Infinite
Yeah.
co-op comes out, we'll do like 5 or whatever.
Yeah.
You know,
Five,
something like
five and
that.
Infinite will definitely be a ways away because
Yeah.
yeah,
And since
we're just gonna wrap up for it.
we've kind of already started this, but what have we been up to the past week? That's usually how we start the show off.
It
The main
is kind
the main
of got a
topic of
little
the
bit ahead
show,
of
by the
ourselves.
way, the main topic of the show, by the way, is the Game Awards. So a lot of that news will be in the second part of the show. A lot of
Yeah,
trailers, a lot of that stuff. Uh,
indeed.
but yeah, Daniel, go ahead and since we're already up there to what we've been doing, been done, or have been up to the past week. God
I've been
damn, I
up to
can't
yeah.
talk. You go ahead
So,
and get us started.
um, usually we talk about what we've been up to the past week. Sometimes a couple weeks, we miss an episode, but anyway, it's fine. What we've been up to this past week. So apart from what we were just saying, is we've been playing a lot of 7 days, a lot of 7 days to die. I mean, a lot. Like I didn't do shit this weekend, but play 7 days. I think I was planning on rewatching the Spider-Man movies
I know.
because the new one's coming out soon, and I didn't get to do that because I played 7 days. So shit happens.
Yeah, it does.
Um,
I was looking, by the way. I was looking at how much
mhm.
time we've been playing. You put in 54 hours. Phenom's put in almost 70 hours, 68.
Damn.
Majin has put in 50 hours, which that's a lot of game for Majin. Like,
Uh,
because he works and stuff. I've put in, I think I'm at 39 point something. I'm almost at 40 hours per a week. And then Jake's right under me. And then Val's at 30. We have played so
we
much
played
fucking 7 days.
a lot of 7 days. Yeah, like I said, there's a group of us. We got a server. We've been playing, and it's been like I've done like mostly nothing but that. I've been wanting to play other games like Fall. I mean, I did play a little bit of Fall Guys. Uh, I played a little tiny bit of Smite, but other than that, man, it's been like pretty much all I've been doing, man. It's been fun playing it again because this is one of those games that's fun to go back to every once in a while, right?
What's your total playtime?
Total playtime. Let's see. So here we go. So past 2 weeks, like Josh said, I have 54.5 hours total, but or within the past 2 weeks, but total as a whole, I have 205.4 hours in the game.
I have 201.7. We are like neck and
We're
neck.
close, yeah, pretty close. So yeah, I just been dedicating a lot of time into that. It's been really fun. But like I said, I play a little bit of Smite, a little bit of Fall Guys. Josh and I have beat Halo 3, and then we beat ODST as well.
Yep.
And then I watched the Hawkeye episode 4, so that's pretty much what I've been up to. There's so many things I want to watch, but it's just like, man, I just even when there's time, it's just like some things just take over, man.
Yeah.
They take over completely, and that was 7 days this past weekend.
Bro.
So yeah,
Seriously.
that's where it was at, man. That's basically what this was. So
Yeah.
yeah, that's pretty much my week. I mean,
uh okay, so I've watched Hawkeye, which we're gonna do an episode on Hawkeye at some point, so I'm not gonna go in depth
yeah,
on that, but I'm still enjoying the
yeah,
show. And I'm pretty sure by this point I'm gonna love it till it ends because we only have like a couple episodes left.
yeah. It's crazy. We only have like 2 more, dude. Like we have this week, so then like I think next week, and that's it, right?
Yeah. And I'm curious to what's gonna happen this week since Spider-Man comes out on Friday or Thursday night or
Oh
whatever.
yeah, that's true. Yeah,
Which the red carpet premiere is like tonight, I think. So we should be getting reviews tomorrow. If anybody even
tonight
wants to.
probably.
Yeah, tonight, tomorrow. I know there'll be people on Twitter tonight for sure. Anybody that's there.
Yeah. That's what I was gonna say. Like people on Twitter are gonna throw up their first reactions like right away.
So if you're out there and you're worried about that stuff, I advise you to stay off Twitter until you see the film.
Yep, because people
Myself,
are
I'm a
gonna be
little
watching
concerned
it.
about it. Yeah, I don't even know if I want to see reviews for it, to be honest with you, until I go see it.
Mm,
I'm
that's
pretty
fair.
excited for that though. That's gonna be fun. Uh,
Same.
Wheel of Time episode. Oh God, what episode was the one I watched? Let me look. I think it's 6, but I want to make a double check. Uh, I believe it is episode 6. Still, even though it took me a little bit to get into it, and get over my book stuff, I still enjoyed the show. I think it's only got 2 episodes left. It was it's 8 episodes. Wheel of Time is so. I'm curious to see what they're gonna do. There's some. It's so weird because they change. They change things from the book, and that makes me scratch my head sometimes. But I still enjoy the show, and I'm kind of curious to anybody that didn't read the books what they think of the show. So I need
Yeah,
Daniel to watch it as soon as possible, so I can
yeah.
be like, "What do you think of this?"
I'll have to. Yeah, I'll have to check it out. I haven't
But yeah,
started yet though, but yeah, I want to.
uh, uh, yeah, I don't want to spoil anything that happened in it, but they actually showed some stuff that I actually liked in that last episode. That's only kind of implied in the books, but they actually explicitly show the truth.
Cool.
Uh, 7 Days to Die. I don't think we need to talk about much more than that. We've been playing the shit out of it. Uh, and if make sure to check out Val streams when she streams it with us playing, and Majin too. Majin streamed it a little bit when we were playing, so
Yeah.
go check those out. Majin has a clip of me being a metal singer. You should go check out that clip. It's funny. And then the last thing I was up to, it's the holiday time, and we watch movies, and I love romantic movies, romantic comedies in particular. So I watched one of my favorites called The Holiday, which has Jack Black in it. It has Cameron Diaz in it. It has Kate Winslet in it, who I am in love with, and it has Jude Law in it. And I love that movie. I don't know, and I think the reason I love it is like I don't. So the Cameron Diaz Jude Law part of the movie is fine, like that's cool. But what I really like is the Kate Winslet Jack Black part of the movie. And this movie also has Eli Wallach in it, which if you watch The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly, plays Tuco, the ugly in The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly. He's a really old man in this movie. And when I watch him in this movie, and he's in it a good bit, I can't help but tear up because it's like my childhood, one of my childhood like movie stars that I watched growing up. But he's like old and old man and frail, and like you can't help but get like a little emotional as you watch it because it's like I used to watch you growing up, and now look at you, yo old man, kind of thing. You know what I mean? Like, but
Yeah.
yes, I do love rom coms, Alex. I do. I talk about it on the show. I love romance. I love love.
Hi. Hello, Alex. Hello.
um, but yeah, The Holiday. If you've never seen it, check it out. If it's
I was just gonna say I've never seen this movie. I think I think I heard about it. Yeah, because 2006. I just looked it up. 2006 movie.
yeah.
So I'm sure I've heard about it in the past, but I've never seen it.
And look, it's got Kate Winslet in it, and we all love Kate. We love her. I love her. I've been in love with her since like the Titanic. Like so. But no, Jack Black is great in it because he's cast against type, really. Like how in movies, a lot of movies, he's just like a crazy rocker, and he still has to do with music in this one as like a composer of music for like movies. So he's like, but he's really tame and gentle, but he's funny too, and it's like it's just a different portrayal for somebody like Jack Black in this movie. So I just really like it. Yeah, it's not like it's not just a joke.
He wasn't typecast in this one.
Yes, exactly. He's great. They cast him against what he usually does in this. And I was just reading some of the trivia on it, and he was like, he decided to do the movie because Kate Winslet's in it. And I'm like, I would do this movie if Kate Winslet was in it, and they asked me to as well.
Hell yeah, dude. I mean, why not, right?
Yeah. And
Go for it, dude.
it's just a sweet little movie. It has to do with love and stuff like that. Like it's two women that are having like not marital issues, but like romance issues. So they decide to swap houses, and when they swap houses, all these different things happen to them. So um,
Mm.
definitely check it out. It's not the greatest movie in the world, but it's got a soft spot for me, and in my heart, somewhere in there, it is. You know, my least vulnerable area. No, I'm kidding. My most vulnerable area.
Hey, that's a callback to last week's episode.
Yes, it is. Go check it out. Uh,
Shout out to Casablanca. Or wait,
right, we
was it?
watched Casablanca. That previous episode, I believe.
Yeah, yeah, that was. Wait a
Which
minute, was
was
that last
also
week? It was.
which was also kind of a romance, along with other things, but mostly a romance.
Yeah,
Um, I'm on a romantic kick, apparently, guys. Um,
it seems like.
turns out, dudes have feelings, and when we don't bury them deep inside, we like romance. Um, okay, that's everything for me, I believe. You guys heard about my zombie dream at the start, uh, which was weird.
That that
Uh,
that's the heck of a dream, man.
I know it,
Or I
and the
guess
thing with
nightmare at this point. I don't know.
yeah, and that's the thing is like I don't remember dreams ever usually. Like,
It's
but
interesting
fuck,
that that's
I
one that you
remembered that
remember,
shit.
right? Yeah, right. Like, what does that mean that I remember this fucking one out of all of them?
uh, but yeah. Okay, we can get started with news, or if we just want to talk some more, if you have anything you want to talk about, Daniel.
I mean, listen, I say this almost every time we talk about movies. I need to watch more movies. I need to watch more classic movies because I was also like Rogue One was trending the other day on Twitter,
Hmm.
and Pablo Hidalgo, one of the Lucasfilm guys, was like, "Yo, here are like, here are several movies that inspired Rogue One," and it's like, I got a list of them right here. One of them was we got the Guns of Navarone, we got the Dirty Dozen, we got the Battle of Algiers, and then there was another one that I forgot the name of, but it's like I want to watch all these old movies from like the '60s and before, you know, that that I just haven't had a chance to just to watch, you know.
Yeah,
Because most of the time we like watch movies that we like. We like to rewatch stuff most of the time, but I've been like over the past I don't know however many years I've been trying to make an effort to watch more, just more movies in general. Like I don't know if you remember, but like when we were on the or years back on the Blind Wave server, we used to do like Oscar movie nights
yes, I remember.
where like we would try to watch all the Oscar movies, leading up to or after the Oscars, so we can see if they were like, if they were well, or just so we can check them out, just so we can see, because obviously, clearly, these movies were uh, were good in some way. So we used to do that, and then yeah, that hasn't really been a thing over the past couple years because I don't know, just I'm not really sure why or what, but that kind of thing, that kind of stuff just fell apart. So I've been kind of making an effort to watch stuff when I can and when I want to and all that. So
Yeah,
yeah, I just been trying to do some of that. And yeah, I need to watch a lot more movies. That's for sure. Speaking on that,
yeah.
but yeah, a lot of good stuff out there, man, that people are missing out on because either like oh, it's an old movie, I don't want to watch that, or or another big one that a lot of people have to blame for themselves for is not wanting to read subtitles. Like you're missing
Yeah,
out on some good movies, some good foreign movies because you don't want to read a little bit,
I've always I have never had a problem watching a movie with subtitles, but anytime I talk to anybody in my family, they cannot stand to have a movie with subtitles on. And I'm like, the fuck is wrong with you? You're missing out on so much good shit just
Yep.
because you don't want to read. Like, you don't
And then like
understand how much good shit you're missing out on.
exactly, and then another thing about watching classic movies is you get to see like some of the influences and inspiration from some of your favorite movies. You know what I mean? Like
Exactly.
you may not even realize that some of these older movies have helped inspire like stuff that you love. So you never know, man. Just take a chance, watch older movies. They're good for you, as they say. Uh, so yeah. Anyway,
Take a look. It's in a book. Reading Rainbow. Sorry, that's what you made me think when you said take a chance.
hey man, it's all good. You already know that the same shit happens to me. Somebody could say something, and I'm already got a song in my head. But
I
anyway,
have gotten really carried away with that lately. I've realized as we were playing 7 days, somebody would say something, and I would constantly start just singing some random shit that would pop into my brain when because it triggered some memory in there somewhere.
yeah.
Um,
Reading
uh,
Rainbow. Anyway,
so
if we're ready to move on to the news, we can do that. Unless you got something else.
well, I was just gonna say I just got an email from Twitch. And since we're live on the show, we might as well talk about it really quick. Um, and you probably got the same email, Daniel.
I know the
So
one. I know
it's
the one you talk about because yes,
yeah.
I already looked at that. Yeah.
And it's not nothing we're gonna spend a ton of time on, but I just thought like we're talking about stuff, why not just bring it up? So I got an email that says, "Hello, we recognize the importance of understanding your community. As we mentioned in September, we've begun necessary work to enable you to see the reason your subscribers gave for why they chose not to resubscribe to your channel. We're happy to confirm that that work is complete, and a breakdown of these reasons is available in your creator dashboard." So yeah, now you will be able to check your dashboard and see why people choose not to resubscribe to you for whatever reasons.
Which
Um,
I got the email and I was like, well, I don't remember asking for this, but
I don't either.
okay.
I mean,
It's like okay,
okay,
yeah, it's not something that I was like, okay, I like, do I need that? No, but
no,
sure, I guess.
I never.
I don't know.
Maybe if you were like a big time streamer or something,
I
it would mean
suppose.
like. And
I
when I talk big time,
suppose.
I mean thousands and thousands
Yeah.
of people, not not the insult and be like you're little or small time. That's not what I mean at all. I'm little and
Right.
small time because I don't stream often. Uh, I guess I think a lot of people are like the more info that you have, the better, which I guess is fair. Um,
Sure.
but it's not nothing I ever really. I don't, I'll be honest with you. I don't think about subs at all when it comes to Twitch. Like, it's nice to get them and like make a little money, but like, I'm more of a here to just to make content and meet people, kind of deal. Um, when I do stream, so that more info out there for you guys.
Yeah.
If let me fix Daniel's camera real quick. Um, if that is something you're into. But yeah, if we don't have anything more to say on that, we can move in forward to the actual news.
Yeah, let's do it.
All right, let's
I'm
hit it.
ready to go.
What do
All
we
right.
have
So
first?
we are moving in to the game news. All right. So first things first. Uh there isn't going to be a whole lot of news here because most of the big gaming news is going to be in the main topic section, which is the Game Awards. So keep that in mind when we wrap up the gaming news and you're like, oh, you didn't talk about that. Well, we're going to get to that, but second half of the show because that's going to be its own thing. Okay,
Yeah,
now that that's out of the way, let's get into it. So the first thing we have here is we have an update for Star Wars: The Old Republic, the Legacy of the Sith update. I said update twice. Disregard one of those. It's fine. Uh, but the message is that they have made the difficult decision to delay the release of Legacy of the Sith to February 15th, 2022. Uh, Originally, this was going to release what, this week? Today? Tomorrow?
yeah. Tomorrow, I believe it was
Tomorrow, right?
supposed to
Yeah.
be. Yeah,
So
originally.
at the time of this recording, which is December 13th, this was going to release tomorrow, December 14th, the update. So, yeah. Uh, but they announced that the delay, I think it was last Tuesday. Uh,
Yeah,
they threw up this message here that they were going to delay the game. Um, but they also say in the message that or this is from Keith Koenig, the project director. He says, like many of you reading this, I personally cannot wait for the launch of our next expansion. I've greatly enjoyed my time exploring the depths of Manan, testing out new story and ability combinations with combat styles, and more during internal playtests. Legacy of the Sith is something the team has been hard at work on for quite a while, but as we get ever closer to launch, it is clear that we need a bit more time. We're focusing additional testing on the many areas we have changed throughout the game to deliver the experience we want and one that you deserve. In addition, during our playtest server, our public test server, your feedback was invaluable in helping us to shape this expansion. Outside of story content to avoid spoilers, the majority of the expansion and its features will be returning to the PTS for all subscribers this week. We're thrilled to celebrate the 10th anniversary of Star Wars: The Republic with all of you over the next year, with Legacy of the Sith and more. So that is the message. That is the update on the delay. So yeah,
I'm actually kind of a little. I'm both happy and a little like not sad, but like man, the first front half of 2022 is gonna be loaded with shit to do, like a
mm,
lot.
especially
Uh,
that time of year, like
I'm fine with
February,
delays
March.
too. By the way, like we've talked about, like Daniel and I both are like, whatever time you need to work on your game, take it. You know, we're always like that. But like woo, that February, March, April, May is like there's a lot of shit in there to be playing. You know, like uh,
Yeah,
even now there's a lot of stuff to be playing. Like so I'm actually fine with this delay.
yeah, yeah. I agree. I mean, like I say, I don't really mind delays either personally. Like most of the time. So this one is, it's fine.
The one thing I
We're
do
kind of
find like surprising is they delayed it like
a
literally the
week
week
before.
before. Yeah, which
Yeah,
makes me wonder like did they hit something like catastrophic there that week or something, you know, it'd be like we need time.
yeah.
Uh,
So yeah, I mean it's a little late, but I mean, Final Fantasy did kind of the same thing, right? Before they
that's
did
true. They did.
their thing. So I don't know, man, these MMO guys, I guess. But anyway, uh that is that's the update on Legacy of the Sith. Which yeah, I mean, like I said, there's so much other stuff to play right now, and I mean there's always stuff to play, but yeah, it's gonna be interesting to see, like how this is gonna fit in with all the other stuff coming out that month of February, because it's gonna be a busy one, like we said. Um, but yeah. Uh, and one last thing before we move on from this is today is the actual 10-year anniversary for the Old Republic,
Yep.
which is nuts. So
Mm-hmm.
10 years ago today, I did not play the game as it came out because I did not have a good PC at the time to run the game. But what I do remember is watching all the cool ass cinematics for the game. Like the Deceived one, I cannot tell you how many times I must have seen that one. Like that one is one of my favorite. Like I to this day, I wish that they would make like an animated movie or a show with that looks as good as that, because I would be amazing. But anyway, yeah, shout out to the Old Republic. 10 years, man. 10 years, 10 years strong now, officially. Pretty cool.
Yeah. I remember I remember I remember the day. I remember getting it. I had that collector's edition. Uh code. But I don't think the physical thing came out till like a little bit later in the next week or something like that to pick it up, but you had your code so you could play. And I remember hopping into the early access stuff. Uh, and it was a good time.
Oh
I
yeah,
love me some Old Republic.
same.
Okay.
All right, well, let's move on
All right.
to the next thing.
Next up,
Um,
we have a trailer. I threw a couple trailers I threw in here that weren't at like Game
all
Award
right,
things. Um,
yeah,
the first one we have Sniper Elite 5. It's a reveal trailer. Let me
pretty
pop this
cool.
over for you guys. I'll play it with
So
sound too.
I have not seen this one yet, so this is going to be interesting.
I didn't watch either of these trailers.
I watched them. We'll get to that. But anyway, this one I have not seen.
Yeah.
Rated
So let's
M
check
for
this
mature.
out. Rated M for
All right,
mature.
3, 2, 1, boom.
Here we go.
Rebellion.
Just a quick minute long trailer.
Let the bullets fly, my friend.
Kill all high-ranking.
Hey, World War II.
Find out what Operation Kraken is really all about.
Oh, dude.
I love these
Nazi
games.
killing simulator.
There's something fun about the Sniper Elite games. Like, oh shit, they made it so you can see X-rays when you do melee kills. What the fuck?
Oh, look at that.
These games are just fun. They're like mindless, not even mindless fun. They're just a lot of fun.
What happens next could change the course of the war.
Sniper Elite 5. France.
Okay.
2022.
Interesting. So I have not played any of these Sniper Elite games, but I have, I think, at least one of them. I have Sniper Elite 4 in my Steam library that I have that I haven't yet to play. So
I have
maybe I'll-
V2.
wow.
I have the second one. I played the first one as well. I may have played the third one. I can't remember. They're fun. I enjoy them. You know, like, and they have co-op. I think some of them do. Some of the newer ones do. But you should give them a try, Daniel, if you haven't played them. They're great stream games. The X-ray kills are awesome. You get to shoot get to kill Hitler in one of them. Like you, and like it's like a bonus mission. You get to assassinate Hitler as a sniper. It's a lot of fun. It's part stealthy, part just sneaking around. I don't know. They're a blast to play. Like the X-ray kills are gory and like a trip. So yeah, I enjoy them.
Excellent.
So that's why I threw it in here.
Sweet. Yeah, I'll have to try them out because, like I said, I got 4, so I'll just have to watch it. You know.
Yeah.
All
Next
right,
up, we have another trailer.
We have Trek to Yomi, which I have seen this one because I am very excited about this game.
Yeah, so I threw it in here.
So I cannot wait. I cannot wait to play this one. This is gonna be great.
Yeah,
So,
let's pop it over here.
another minute 32.
Yeah, another quick
on this
little trailer.
All right. 3,
Hey.
2, 1, play.
Let us check this out.
I am the master of fear, old man. I just love the. Oh man, I love this. This looks amazing, dude.
Look, man, ever since we played Ghost of Tsushima, I'm hooked on this shit. You know, right? Like,
Oh god, just the way. Oh, dude, the fire and the flames, the wind, the black and the white, everything about it, dude. The rain. Just,
yeah, it's a very pretty game. Even though it's in black and white, it looks great.
so pretty, man. Oh, that movie does kill it, dude.
Oh, look at that! It's fucking fighting on the other side of the rice paper things.
Yeah, I cannot wait. This is one of my most anticipated games next year. Oh,
damn!
Just watching some of these kills, dude, is so good. I cannot wait. I cannot wait. Homie don't even got a nose. Trek to Yomi.
Short, sweet, and to the point. I like it.
Interesting.
Looks like it has like a little supernatural tinge to it there at the end.
A little bit at the end, yeah. It's a little bit of intrigue in that regard. Like, oh, wait a minute. Where are we going with this?
Right. I don't know.
But yeah, I can't wait.
No, that looks great. That'll be coming out on like every console and PC as well. I think, except for like the Switch. Because Winter, I posted it in the games channel. And Winter's like, "Is this coming to PC?" And I was like, "Oh, let me look." And it comes to like fucking everything. It's even coming to PS4 and like the last gens now. Thanks, but yeah, that looks great. That looks fun. The kills look dope. I dig that it's in black and white. Like, it just looks good.
Mm-hmm.
And it's a great way to stay in shape. Next up, we have PS5 stuff. We have colors. We have new controller colors as well as console covers colors coming. And man, I want that fucking purple. You know, like, let me pop it over here so you guys can see.
I was looking at all of these, and I think they all look cool. I think if I were to choose, if you were to tell me which one I want of the three, we're looking at the console covers. Okay,
Well, I can see the
that's more than
controls.
just the three. Well,
Yes, sorry.
we're looking at the console covers first. My bad. So I mean, I love the all black one, obviously, but so that would probably be my first choice. But if you're asking me to choose one of the color ones, I actually kind of like all of them. I think they all look good.
They're all very bright and colorful, except for like black.
They
which
all
is
look
black.
They all look really cool. Like I do like the purple one. I mean, I like all of them. I mean, I don't know. Like, I guess if I were to choose, if you may have to make me choose, I would have to say I was kind of leaning towards the light blue earlier, but now I'm like, not really. I actually kind of really like the magenta or the purple.
Yeah.
Like, I'd probably go purple as well, just because I like the way that looks, But they all look good. Like, let's be real, they all look good.
Yeah, they all look great.
I do like the purple one quite a bit, though.
Purple's just like, that's my color. That's mine and Val's color,
one, that's yours automatic. Yeah, I get that.
Yeah. But they all look good, like what I've seen here.
Yeah, they all look pretty great.
So we get Nova Pink, Starlight Blue, and Galactic Purple join the Galaxy-inspired color offerings. Let me resize this so we can read. I'll read the article for you guys. Over here. Today we are pleased to reveal the newest colors to join the PS5 family of color accessory offerings. Nova Pink, Starlight Blue, and Galactic Purple. Adding to the previously released Cosmic Red and Midnight Black DualSense wireless controller colors, the latest Galaxy-inspired colors will launch globally starting in January of 2022. Oh, they got a little video here. Check it out.
Check it out. 30 seconds.
Yeah. I'm sure it's just going to be like, here's the controllers. Here they are in this color.
Yeah, I mean, that's all it is.
You. Which, yeah, I just have the white one. So.
There you go. All I could think while watching all of this, like, oh, here are all the new colors for, PS5. All I can think of, man, it's rough being a PlayStation fan when your favorite color is green because of Xbox. Because I know they're not gonna go green. As much as I want them to go green, they're not gonna go green because Xbox.
That's fair. Yeah, you're right. I didn't even think about that. I was like, when are they gonna come out with the green? And then you said Xbox. I was like, oh, all right.
Yeah, that's like they're not. They haven't done that for like, I think any like of their generations. Like even I remember waiting in the past, like PS3. Come on, give me a green controller. Okay, no. PS4. Give me a green controller. The closest they get to green is a camo. But I'm like, I don't want a fucking camo controller. What the hell am I gonna do with a camo controller, dude? Go out and play in the woods with this shit? What are you talking? What is this?
What do you mean? You're gonna lay it down and lose it because you can't see it because it's camo,
right? John, you can't see it like John Cena, dude. Get out of here with that camo shit, man. Give me a proper green. It doesn't even have to be like It could be a bright ass. I don't even care, dude. Just give me a variation of green that's not camo, dude. Like,
with
come
these,
on.
I feel like with these color types here, like these very bright colors, like I feel like they could do a green in this and it would look fine. Like it
Yeah,
would
give
not
me a
look like an
fucking
Xbox thing.
give me a fucking green one, dude. Like, I don't. Come on. But anyway,
Yeah.
those
It
all
says
look
we're,
cool.
oh, yeah, they do. The article continues saying we're also introducing new PS5 console covers to match all of the Galaxy-inspired DualSense wireless controller colors in Midnight Black, Cosmic Red, Nova Pink, Starlight Blue, and Galactic Purple.
Which that is cool because I like that you can just like swap them out and replace them.
Yeah,
the covers for the system. That is.
Yeah, they're very easy to take off because you have to take it off if you want to put an SSD NVMe in there, and I think they made them pretty easy to take off. I haven't took mine off yet, but I may end up having to do that to put in a thing. These new console covers, these new console covers are beautiful and easy to use. Simply remove your original white one, PS5 console cover, and click your new ones into place. They will be available for both PS5 with the Ultra HD Blu-ray disc drive and the PS5 Digital Edition, and are sold separately from the PS5 console and DualSense controller. The Midnight Black and Cosmic Red PS5 console covers will become available starting in January 2022 at participating retailers in the following locations: USA, Canada, all these countries. The Nova Pink, Galactic Purple, and Starlight Blue console covers will also launch in these locations during the first half of 2022. We plan to launch the PS5 console covers in additional territories during the year and will announce those details as they become available. The exact launch dates for both the new DualSense wireless controller colors and the new PS5 console covers in select regions may vary by location, so be sure to check your local retailer for availability. But yeah, we got new colors, new covers, and new colors. I want that purple.
Very cool. I want that purple stuff.
I want that purple. I want that purple.
Hell yeah.
That's cool. That's awesome. This is why, let's be real, this is why Sony has been like, you guys can't do covers or skins because we're going to do it and we're going to make the money for it.
Well, if they don't tell me a green one, bro, they're going to lose out on that.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. But yeah, new covers, colors. Anyway. Moving on. If we have anything, unless you have anything you want to say on that. No, I put a lot of news in here. That's why I'm kind of driving today. So I put this one in here because I was a big fan of this studio. And it says, it's an article that says, Microsoft admits its handling of Lionhead Studios was a misstep. This is over on the old IGN. So Microsoft has been releasing these documentaries. I don't know if you've watched them. They're like 6 parts. I think you can watch them on YouTube, where they talk about the original Xbox, and stuff like that. But apparently in one of these, I think they're all out now. I haven't watched any of them yet, but apparently in one of these, Microsoft admits that its handling of the Lionhead Studios was a misstep. So I'm going to read the article here for you. It's over on IGN. I'll post the article in the chat for you guys, if you want to go give them a view. But it says, in a new 6-part documentary series, Microsoft says that its handling of the Lionhead Studios, which was shut down in 2016, was a, in quotes, mistake that helped shape the way Microsoft now works with its acquired developers. The 6th episode of Power On, the story of Xbox, features a short segment dedicated to Lionhead. One of the biggest missteps that we learned in the past was Lionhead, said Shannon Loftus, who was general manager of Global Games Publishing when Lionhead was shuttered. We had already published Fable 1, and it was a hit. People wanted more, and so we bought Lionhead. Those were good years. But after Fable 2, Connect came along, and the Fable Connect marriage just never really took, she explained. And then Fable The Journey was a passion project for a lot of people. But I think it deviated pretty significantly from the pillars of what made Fable 1 and 2 so popular. We acquired Lionhead in 2006 and shut it down in 2016, said Sarah Bond, head of game creator experiences and ecosystem at Xbox. And a couple of years later, we've reflected back on that experience. What did we learn? And how do we not repeat our same mistakes? So, what did Microsoft learn? You acquire a studio for what they're great at now, and your job is to help them accelerate how they do what they do, not them accelerate what you do, said Phil Spencer, head of Xbox. It's clear, at least among those interviewed for the documentary, that Microsoft realizes that they messed up with the British studio. I wish Lionhead were still a viable studio, said Loftus. While Lionhead is sadly no more, the studio's legacy lives on with a new Fable game currently in development at Playground Games. The new version will balance old and new ideas for the fantasy RPG and will be built on the Forza engine, which is no bad thing considering Forza Horizon 5 is one of the most beautiful games ever made. The reason I put this article in here is I think I just really like what they've, even though Lionhead is gone and they've realized that Microsoft fucked that up. Yeah.
Yeah.
What they have learned to do, and we've seen this, and we've heard Phil talk about it. He says it here in the article. Is like, nowadays, when we acquire a studio, we do it for what they're being great at, and we want them to continue to do what they're great at, and we just give them money and time and resources to continue to make what they're great at, right?
Yeah.
So they definitely learned their lesson with Lionhead. Now, Phil, just give me the movies too. For the love of God, I want please, please. I'm dying out here. Give it to me. I love the movies. So that was Lionhead Studios. I would love another black and white game. Black and White was fun, where you got to play as a god and had this little companion. There was so much. I played a lot of Lionhead games.
If you guys couldn't tell, yeah. Josh is very passionate about Lionhead.
I was. I can't tell you how sad I was when they shut down. I was so bummed. I was like, that's the end of Fable. But look where we are. Like they closed doors in 2016. It is now 2021. We're getting a new Fable in a few, couple years, or however long.
However many years.
Yeah. But yeah, I threw that in here because I like that they've learned their lesson and they understand. So I threw that in there.
So I haven't seen any of those Xbox 6-part documentary videos, but I definitely want to now.
Yeah.
Like I didn't even know they were a thing, but that's really cool. I definitely want to check them out. They are all on YouTube. I was looking it up while Josh was talking, and yep, they're all on there.
Oh, yeah,
Parts
well,
1 through 6. So part 1 is called, here we go. So it's called Power On. The whole series is called Power On: The Story of Xbox. Chapter 1 is The Renegades. Chapter 2 is The Valentine's Day Massacre. Wow. Chapter 3 is And It Didn't Turn On. Chapter 4 is Cool. Now What? Chapter 5 is The Red Ring of Death. And Chapter 6 is TV or Not TV. So there you go. Those are
I lost 2 Xboxes to the Red Ring.
I remember that being such a huge problem back in the 360 days, man.
That's what ultimately led to my defection to Sony and the PlayStation. I was like, they let me down. And now I don't really side with either company. I like them both because I get all the shit, But man, the console wars were a thing back in the Red Ring era. Like when we were swapping,
they
when that happened,
sure.
Switching allegiances, I was turncoat and everything, But yeah, I definitely need to watch those. I want to check them out as well. If there's nothing more to say on that, this is the last thing. I don't know if I'm going to put this in here, but I'm going to because I think it's important that it needs to be in here. Yeah. Mostly because I didn't want to dwell on the negativity of it, but definitely it needs to be mentioned because Activision Blizzard is once again in the fucking news for something stupid. So I'm going to pull this up. So Activision Blizzard employee shares a union-busting messages sent via email by company leadership. So Activision Blizzard continues to be moronic fools over there. Like, they don't have enough problems. They are so stupid that they sent this out to everybody. I'm gonna read it to you guys. I'll put it up on screen. For you. Oh, I can't make it bigger. Shit. Never mind. Maybe I won't because I can't make it big enough. But I'll read it to you. It says, everyone at Activision Blizzard, we are. This is a message from Brian Bulato. Bulatao. At Activision Blizzard, we are working hard to create a more inclusive, supportive, and rewarding environment. Thanks to your input, we are making progress. In the past few months, we've announced that we're converting nearly 500 temporary workers to full-time employees at Activision Publishing Studios. And we've increased wages for a large portion of temporary workers and added paid time off benefits. We introduced a zero tolerance harassment policy and waived required arbitration of sexual harassment and discrimination claims. We made a significant number of commitments to increase gender diversity and are dedicating $250 million to accelerate opportunities for diverse talent across the industry. We have to do more, and we believe the direct dialogue between management and employees is essentially the success of Activision Blizzard. As you may have seen yesterday, there was a communication supported by the Communication Workers of America, CWA, that asked employees to sign and submit union authorization cards. I want to be clear about this. This is great. He wants to be clear about this, Daniel. He wants to be very clear about this. The leadership of Activision Blizzard supports your right under the National Labor Relations Act to make your own decision about whether or not to join a union. As you make this decision for your future, we ask only that you take time to consider the consequences of your signature on this binding legal document presented to you by the CWA. Consider the consequences, Daniel. In other words, hey, you better not sign that. Fuck you. You'll be fired. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like, what the fuck? That's a threat. Once you sign that document, you will sign over to the CWA the exclusive right to represent you you will have signed over to the CWA the exclusive right to represent you on the purpose of collective bargaining concerning all terms and conditions of employment. That means your ability to negotiate all your own working conditions will be turned over to the CWA, just as the document says. Hey, guess what, Activision Blizzard? I don't know how long you've worked at places, but literally the only thing any of us ever get to negotiate about is our pay raises, and even then, we get denied so fucking much that it's not even funny. So what the fuck are you putting in here? Like we can go in there and negotiate with some multi-billionaire company as one person? Are you a fucking idiot? Who wrote this trash?
Hey man, it's a message from Brian Bulatao. Come on. Anyway, where were you, Josh? Where were you? Where did we leave
I'm
off?
sitting here getting mad. That's where I am. Achieving our workplace culture aspirations will best occur through active, transparent dialogue between leaders and employees that we can act upon quickly. Hey, that would be great if you fucking did it. This is the better path than simply signing an electronic form offered to you by the CWA. No, it's not, because you refuse to fucking listen. Or awaiting the outcome of, sorry guys, I get loud. Or legally mandated and regular bargaining process sometime in the future. If we fail to achieve the workplace goals we have set forth, if we fail to do things we've committed to doing, then of course you will still always have the right to engage with him before the CWA. Basically, I'm just going to sum up the rest of this because the rest of it is just bullshit.
Yeah. Go for it.
Basically, they're terrified that their workers are going to sign these union cards and they're going to have a union and they're going to be forced to negotiate with, you know, in a way that's fair to the actual workers and not to the company. Whoever wrote this is a fucking psychopath. Because, my God, dude, do you think people go in and negotiate? I want this time off. I want these holidays and shit. No. I don't know how many of you out there have worked a job and are watching this. Literally the only thing I've ever been able to negotiate, even a little bit, is like, hey, can I have like a 5-cent raise? Like 5 cents. I'll sign a fucking union card if it gets me more than fucking 5 cents. What? That makes no sense. I don't understand this. I really don't. It's so stupid.
But Josh, I want to be clear about this. All right. So
yeah, I got something to be clear about.
But also, you know, consider your consequences.
Consider the consequences. Oh my God. How can you write that? After everything the past year. After everything the past year that you have done to these people that has been done to these people for the previous years.
This shit is crazy, dude.
How can you got a nerve to put that in an email? Like, bro, fuck off.
Yeah, that's nuts, man. That's fucking nuts, dude.
I didn't want to focus on the negativity, but that's why I put this at the end, because I knew I was gonna get fucking pissed off when I read it.
What a year Blizzard has had, huh? Blizz and Activision.
Yeah.
Oh, man, what a year.
What a fall. What a fucking fall. That company is pathetic. We can move on to the television news. So I don't want to spend a whole lot of time on that because I feel a headache coming on.
Yeah, we don't want Josh to. Yeah, that was enough. I think.
I don't want to scream anymore into the microphone. I can get carried away. I don't want to do that. You're here for entertainment, not to be brought down. But yeah, what do we got here, Daniel?
We're moving on to the movie or the TV news. So, first things first in the TV news, we have some casting in the Last of Us series over at HBO. And Nick Offerman has been cast as Bill in the Last of Us TV series.
Oh, he's confirmed as Bill. I thought they just cast him. That's cool.
He has been confirmed to play Bill. So originally, Con O'Neill had been announced for the role, but according to scheduling conflicts, he had to drop out. And yeah, so now we have Nick Offerman as Bill. I think, in my opinion, this is like fantastic, like casting right here. Like he's gonna be such a great Bill, dude. I think. That I didn't even think of him prior to this as like he would be a Bill, but now that it's happening, it's like, yeah, he's gonna be a great Bill. Like easily. But yeah, he's joining the cast of obviously Pedro Pascal and Bella Ramsey and Gabriel Luna. So building up a pretty solid cast here of people playing these characters. So it'll be interesting. As like for me, I've played The Last of Us a couple times all the way through, and I'm just curious, like, what are gonna be some of the changes? Because there's gonna be changes, obviously. Every time there's an adaptation from gaming, from a game to a movie or a TV show, whatever. Shit. Josh was just talking earlier about how there's changes from the Wheel of Time adaptation, from the book to the show. So I'm just curious how, like, because the thing with like books and games is that you have so much more extra time with these like characters,
Mm-hmm.
And like once you try to translate that into something else, you kind of have to, like, it's easier to do, I think, for a TV show than it would be for a movie, because a movie you have like 2 hours to 2 hours and a half to tell your story, and that's very limiting for certain things. Like some things just don't like translate that well because you have to cut things out and whatnot. But
yeah,
I think for this, it should be good. I'm just curious how what's gonna change. So yeah, that's just my curiosity on that. Like I wonder what they're gonna what's gonna be different. But yeah, that's your Last of Us TV news, is that we're getting Nick Offerman as Bill.
Yeah, I don't have a lot to say on it because I've never played very much of The Last of Us. I played like a smidge. Yeah. I played a smidge of it. I don't think I ever met the character of Bill. And to be honest with you, I haven't seen Nick Offerman in a lot of things, to be honest. Like, I haven't watched a lot of the stuff that he's in. I know he's much beloved by everybody. That seems to be like they enjoy him in a lot of shows and movies and things that he's in. But yeah, that's cool. People seem to be excited about that casting, so that's great. I'm also interested in the show. So.
Mm-hmm. All right.
Well, that's next.
Moving on. The next thing we got here is that there is some news for the for who's going to be leading the Acolyte series over at Disney Plus for Star Wars. So the Disney Plus series, The Acolyte, is eyeing Amanda Stenberg for the lead role. She's in talks to join the series uh, from Leslie Headland. The character details are under wraps, but the Acolyte name kind of refers to somebody over on the dark side of the Force, so we can kind of expect maybe something in that regard, which would be interesting because we know that at this certain time period in Star Wars, there really isn't any Sith really.
Mm-hmm.
So I wonder if maybe like I'm just curious how this is going to lead into like, if at all, like Palpatine and Plagueis, like because
Yeah.
they're obviously the two big boys or the two the two main Sith like pre Phantom Menace, and then obviously once we get into Phantom Menace we have Maul and Sidious, but you know I'm just kind of curious how because the name the Acolyte kind of is very dark side implying, so I'm very curious what they're going to do with that. We know that this show is going to be setting near the end of the High Republic era, and that is getting closer to the pre Phantom Menace stuff. So I'm just curious how close they're going to be leaning to that, because the High Republic era is 200 years before. So I'm just I wonder how close we're going to be cutting it there. But I think in terms of Amanda Stenberg, I think she's great. So I would be all for her being a part of this show. So to me, that's a good casting if she actually signs up for it.
I'll be honest, I haven't seen her in a lot of stuff, but I've enjoyed all the TV shows that have come out, so I have a lot of faith in the people that make the TV series over at Disney.
Mm-hmm.
So,
some of the stuff that she's
I'm
more well
excited for
known
the show.
for. She was if you remember Hunger Games, she was Rue.
Mm-hmm.
And that she was also in the Hate You Give, which is another good thing she was in. And then I think there was something else that she was known for, but those are probably the two biggest ones. And then funnily enough, when we did our remember how sometimes we do like let's plan out the movie that we would want to see. Like remember when we did the Batman Beyond thing that we wanted to do?
Oh yeah.
I actually I think I cast her as the Max in the Batman Beyond movie project that we did.
Yeah.
So, that it's just like, oh, she's good. I mean, again, I like her. I think she's good. She's good stuff. So
Yeah.
adding more talent is good. So anyway, where are we at? So we're done with that. We can move on. The next thing is we have a trailer for Cobra Kai season 4. This is the official trailer for season 4 of Cobra Kai over at Netflix.
I watched this already because I couldn't wait.
No, yeah, I did a reaction to this over on my YouTube channel. So if you guys want to go check that out, check it out. You can see me watching it for the first time and reacting to it and all that stuff. It's there. But let's go ahead and check it out. Ready? 3, 2, 1, go.
If Johnny and I can actually work together and we win, Cobra Kai will be out of business.
This is
Cobra Kai.
Eagles do not respond. They swoop
Eagle Fang and Miyagi-Do working together, dude.
Yeah.
Come on, we're gonna get sued here.
sue me for what? Tighten that cord.
Our enemies are working together.
This is crazy.
They are combining their styles to beat us. But there is only one way.
I am so excited for this, bro.
Person who knows how to teach Cobra Kai.
There he is.
Now we're talking.
You missed this, don't you?
I just want to make sure this time we win.
To beat the enemy, show me wax on, wax off. It helps to know the enemy's playbook.
Balance is crucial. Man can't stand.
The mixing of styles is gonna be crazy.
Oh yeah,
Daniel, the
because there's a lot of intermixing, and it's just it's gonna be crazy, man.
Does it really come down to this? Johnny Lawrence playing second.
Oh shit.
I just want what's best for Miguel and all of your students.
So now you know what's best for Miguel.
Circle around things your whole life.
I'm just really curious how long Johnny and Daniel are gonna work for, because that's
Right?
Don't want to admit there's always
that's gonna be super interesting.
Everybody thinks their way is the only way.
I feel like at some point they're gonna have to fight each other. I just feel that in my gut.
Cobra Kai.
They're gonna have to throw some rounds.
Truth is, it doesn't matter what
Probably,
as
yeah.
long as it works.
Makes sense.
No fighting until the tournament.
We'll settle this on the mat.
No fighting until the tournament. Do you think that's actually gonna be the case, or what? You think?
No.
It never is, right?
By a show of hands.
They're changing the tournament.
Welcome to the 51st annual
51st.
Under 18 Karate Tournament.
So they're gonna. I don't know if you noticed the Flash in there, but she has a pair of sais. I wonder if they're gonna add weapons to the tournament.
I did see that.
It's like
I
so
did see that
quick,
she had the
you can
size.
almost not see
I
it.
saw
But,
that, yeah.
but there's definitely a Flash with her having weapons in her hands there. So I'm kind of curious if that's what they're voting on. I can't wait for this. I'm so excited. I love Cobra Kai. Like,
December 31st. We're definitely gonna be watching that and talking about it next year.
yeah, boy.
Early next year, like in a month or whatever. But
Yeah. If you're not on the Cobra Kai train, for the love of God, get
Hop
on
on the
that
train,
sumbitch.
dude. 'Cause
Look,
guess
you
what?
can
You
see
got
me at the
three- you got-
front. I'm driving. Okay, like I'm up there.
Yes, sir. Yeah, no,
Uh,
but yeah, if you're not on the train, hop on the train, because you got 3 whole ass seasons to binge before season 4 at the end of the month. So
And
get
it's
on- get on
good.
that.
It's so good.
It is.
All right, what's next, Daniel?
All right. Next up. Speaking of Netflix, they were doing that. They did that Cowboy Bebop live action adaptation, and looks like
Not
the one
anymore.
season is where they're ending it, because they are canceling it after one season. I still haven't checked this out yet.
I haven't either.
I only recently watched the anime, and I loved it. I've completed watching it all, and I was like gonna give it a little bit of time before watching this, the live action version, and it's like, well, they canceled it after only one season. I don't know how far they got. Like in terms of the one season compared to the anime. Like I don't know what the stopping point is, because I'm sure they planned on doing more. But yeah, I don't
Here's
know.
the
I'll
thing.
just have to wait and see.
This
Yeah,
show was
yeah.
not cheap to make. It's. I imagine it was pretty fucking expensive. And Netflix is I think the biggest thing is, like, we always joke about how they cancel stuff in like season 3s and 4s, like, before things go on. But like,
Yeah.
I just think they look at the bottom line and it's like, we can't, like, you know what I mean? Like, as much as people may have liked this, or I know some people that didn't like this, some things are just not cost effective. And I just think this is one of those things that's not cost effective. I think this was a really expensive show, and it just was not good enough for its price tag, unfortunately. So it didn't do well enough for how much it cost. But you got the one season. For those of you out
Yeah.
there, if you know. it's a bummer for people that liked it.
Mhm.
But yeah, I haven't checked it out yet. You haven't checked it out yet.
No, I haven't.
I've seen clips on Twitter that have me scratching my fucking head. I'll admit to
Really?
that. Yeah. Uh,
Interesting. Hmm.
but yeah. I don't really have a lot to say on it.
Yeah, I mean
I don't.
it's tough because like you just haven't seen the actual show yet. So yeah.
All right.
But anyway, that's it for our TV news. That's all we got for that. Another another short little section there, but we can move on to the movie news if you're good to move
Yeah,
on.
we sure can.
All right. So moving on. Uh,
Ooh.
Marvel Studios Eternals arrives to Disney Plus on January 12th. Um, this is good because I have not seen the movie yet, and I really want to because I love the MCU. I like Marvel. I want to know. I want to learn about these characters that I don't know much about. Josh has already seen the movie. So I'm sure once I watch this, maybe we can kind of talk about it a bit. We probably won't do an entire episode on it just because, like, I
Yeah.
don't know. It's just, you know, uh, I'll be the one late to the party this time around. But it's fine. We'll still talk about it on one episode in the future after I watch it, and then yeah, I'm curious and excited to check it out though because I've heard for the most part, like obviously I've heard all the people being like, oh, this movie, whatever, but I've heard some pretty like good stuff from people who have actually seen it, so
Yeah.
that has me pretty hopeful about it. And yeah, I know that it's going to be a different kind of Marvel movie, but that's Marvel Studios has been doing that a lot lately, even with their shows. Like each show has been different from none of them have been the same. So, and I've enjoyed them all. So I mean, they're kind of doing well in that regard. So I'm yeah, looking forward to checking that out on January 12th on the Disney Plus. Uh, Next piece of news here is that they were asking Chloe Grace Moretz if she was interested in a Kick-Ass 3, and she said yes if the situation is perfect. So first of all, Josh, have you seen the first two Kick-Ass movies, and do you like them?
I have not seen them. I've not seen them.
Oh, interesting.
I don't know
So I've
why.
seen
I've
them
just
both.
never had the chance to see them. You seen them both? Is that what you said?
I've seen them both. I like the first one more than the second one. Um, but I actually would be down for a Kick-Ass 3 if they go about it the right way. Pretty much what she's saying, if they go about it like perfect. And what she means by perfect is that if like the original cast and crew come back, like Aaron Taylor Johnson is Kick-Ass, and fucking McLovin who was in those movies as well. If he comes back, I forget. But yeah, she's like, she was quoted as saying, "I think it would be really fun to see where Hit Girl goes and what she is like as an adult. But it would have to be kind of perfect. And like I said, that's what she means by perfect, is that if some of the if the cast and the crew from the other two come back as well. But yeah, the first Kick-Ass movie was released in 2010, so 11 years ago, and then Kick-Ass 2 was released in 2013. So they were like 3 years apart, and then they never did a third one, obviously. But she says she would be up for a third one if they go about it the right way. That's just, yeah. I actually would be curious what you think about Kick-Ass, Josh, if you haven't seen it. So, well, I mean, you said you
Yeah.
haven't, so I'd be curious to hear what you think about it. Like I said, I like the first one more than the second one, but yeah, I think it's a pretty interesting like superhero movie. It's more like it isn't like your typical superhero movie, I would say. But anyway. Moving on, we have some casting news for Christopher Nolan's Oppenheimer, which if any of you have been keeping an eye out or keeping up with the casting of this movie, there is quite
Yeah.
a list of names. And now we're adding 3 more. We're adding Florence Pugh, Rami Malek, and Benny Safdie. So those are another great 3 names to add on to the already stacked cast of Robert Downey Jr., Matt Damon, Emily Blunt, Cillian Murphy. And for those of you who don't know what this movie is, Universal is calling it an epic thriller that thrusts audiences into the pulse-pounding paradox of the enigmatic man who must risk destroying the world in order to save it. But Cillian Murphy is going to be playing Oppenheimer. The physicist who helped develop the atomic bomb during World War II. And they actually say who the 3 new cast members are going to be playing. So Florence Pugh is going to be playing Jean Tatlock, a member of the Communist Party of the United States who has an off and on affair with Oppenheimer and was the cause of the major security concerns for government officials. Safdie will play Edward Teller, the Hungarian physicist who is known as the father of the hydrogen bomb and member of the Manhattan Project, the U.S. research initiative that developed the first atomic bomb. And then Rami Malek is playing a scientist, and that's all they have on his. Yeah, it's like oh, people's gonna be playing this character, and here's a little backstory on there. Here's Safdie, Edward Teller. Here's a little back. Malek is playing a scientist.
That is so ridiculous. That is the most ridiculous thing that I've seen today, almost. I'm just like reading through this, and it's like, here's this person, here's what they're doing, here's this person, here's what they're doing. Here's Rami Malek, he's a scientist.
He's a scientist. He's just some scientist.
He hasn't got his backstory written yet. All right, he's working on it. They don't have to meet for D&D till next week. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah.
All good. It's all good. Yeah, the other 2 are prepared. You know.
Oh my god!
But already on the call is Emily Blunt as Oppenheimer's wife, Catherine Kitty Oppenheimer, Matt Damon as Lieutenant General Leslie Groves, and the director of the Manhattan Project. Robert Downey Jr. is playing Louis Strauss, the infamous chairman of the Atomic Energy Commission, who initiated the hearings that questioned Oppenheimer's loyalty to the U.S. and famously had the scientist security clearance revoked. Nolan is writing the script and directing, while his creative partner and wife, Emma Thomas, is producing Charles Robin of Atlas Entertainment. And the project is based on the book All-American Prometheus, The Triumphant Tragedy of J. Robert Oppenheimer by Kai Bird and the late Martin J. Sherwin, published in 2005. Which that book won a Pulitzer Prize. But anyway, the movie has a release date of July 21st, 2023.
That's my birthday.
Oh, Josh, they're giving you Oppenheimer for your birthday. Which
yeah,
honestly,
they're gonna drop a bomb on my birthday.
Yeah, you're gonna drop the Oppenheimer bomb on your birthday. But dude, this movie has a hell of a cast now, bro. Like,
yeah, it is. Shit. It is a little nuts.
Man, that's crazy, dude. It's shaping up to be at least.
I mean, Rami Malek is playing scientist, so we're doing great,
right? Aren't you excited for him to play scientist, dude? Man. Oh, that's funny.
Made me think of George of the Jungle. He's got an ape called Ape.
It's just funny how I just started reading it, and as soon as I did it, you just were cracking up about that.
No, bro, because it's so it just seemed ridiculous. That was all. Like, they had all those words for those others, and it's just like, just plain scientist. Next up, we have a poster for Scream. Poster. Yeah, Scream 2022.
So Scream 2022, which I don't know why they don't just call it Scream 6 or whatever the fuck, whatever number we're on now. But anyway.
Here it is, and the text at the bottom says, "The killer is on this poster." So, the killer's on the poster, guys. Who knows if they mean, like, Ghostface is the killer on the poster, or if they mean one of these people is the killer, who is Ghostface.
The
Um,
killer is on this poster. Scream 5, I guess, is what it's supposed to be, right? I mean, I guess they kind of did do the 5 with the M, with the, the Roman numeral 5 and the M.
yeah.
But yeah, okay.
But yeah.
Woodsboro, you got the homie from the boys on the left there, and then you got the kid from 13 Reasons Why on his left, and a bunch of ladies that I don't
I'll be honest
recognize.
with you. I don't recognize a lot of people. I know him. I know her. I know her. I know. I know 4 people on this poster.
I know the main 3 heads. Obviously, Courtney Cox
Hmm.
and Sydney herself in the middle there, and then obviously the Mr. Officer on the right. But yeah, the other one, I feel like the girl in the right in the middle is kind of familiar, but I don't remember where I know her from or whatever. But yeah, and then the 2 dudes on the right and the left I recognize, but that's pretty much it. Again, a lot of the girls I don't really recognize.
If you cover up Scream, this is actually an Until Dawn poster. Like
Dude, honestly, like now that you mention that, they should make Until Dawn into a movie. That would be a good movie. Like even though I already know what happens or whatever because I played it, that actually would be a pretty solid movie. Like they should do that. That'd be an interesting adaptation.
Yeah. But yeah, there's your Scream poster, y'all.
Yeah. And the killer's on the poster. Good luck guessing, everybody, if you haven't already. Okay. The last thing we have here is that Zendaya and Tom Holland would want to join Miles Morales in the Spider-Verse. And the reason why I bring this up is because how I I'm a little conflicted on this. I'm kind of want to leave the live action and the animated stuff separate, but at the same time, cool if you like just make animated versions of Zendaya and the Tom Holland's characters in the Spider-Verse movies. Like I think that'd be cool if they can make it work.
Mm-hmm.
So I think that would be kind of interesting, but at the same time, I'm kind of like just leave them separate. But it would be cool. So I was just curious how you felt about how you feel about like if they brought in those 2 characters into the Spider-Verse stuff.
I wouldn't have a major issue with it, but like as long as the main focus is on Miles, because that's his
Yeah.
story, Like Tom Holland Spider-Man, that Peter Parker, he got his movies. These are Miles Morales's. This is his domain. So as long as he's like the main dude, right? Like then I don't have an issue with him like showing up. I think they would need to be respectful of that character and not try to overshadow him with some other character. I'd be fine if they just did like a little cameo or something. Like I don't think they necessarily need to be in an entire Spider-Verse movie.
I agree with that. I think it'd be good if they have him in for like.
But you have to be respectful of Miles because Miles is the person that made Spider-Verse the first movie a success. He is the main character. So, that's all. I want them to be respectful of Miles. That's his domain.
Yeah, but yeah, I just wanted to bring that up because they were both asked in an interview, and they said they are, they're wanting to do it. They want to be part of it. They're waiting for the phone call, because they want to be in the movie. So
yeah,
put them in the movie, and then Chris Miller on Twitter threw up the. like kind of was reacting to the article from comicbook.com with a fucking gif of a monkey saying, going call me,
Call me.
Thought that was pretty funny. But yeah, I think that'd be kind of cool, if they can find a way to do it that doesn't really like interfere with kind of what's going on in the live action, because I think that would be kind of weird. But anyway, I don't know. They know what they're doing. I'm sure they wouldn't overshadow Miles either. I'm not concerned.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be concerned about that. But anyway, Yeah, that is our movie news of the week.
And that is most of our news, other than what we're going to talk about in the second half of the show, which is the Game Awards.
Indeed.
I don't
Which
personally need a
I-
break, but do you need one, Daniel?
I do, yeah.
Okay, we're going to take a break then. I'll put some music on for
little
you
break.
guys.
It'll be a quick one. It won't be too long.
But I'll also get up and stretch my legs and grab a drink and stuff. So we'll be right back after this. I'll put some music on for you guys, and we will be right back. Don't go anywhere. We are back, I believe. Let me double check. Yeah, we're back.
Hello.
Hello, we are back. Hello. All right. I can close this now. I don't need that anymore. We're gonna head into the second half of our show.
Main topic: the Game Awards.
The Game Awards was for Thursday night, I believe. Right? It was Thursday.
Yep, Thursday.
And we watched it on Twitch. I joined Daniel on his stream. We put my camera on his stream. So you could there's reactions of us reacting to things as they happened on Daniel's YouTube. So go check those out.
Go check out that.
I looked the other day and they were getting some views. So somebody out there likes us.
One in particular is pretty high up there. Yeah, not to brag or anything, but I'm just like, wow, that's I'm a little surprised at that one. But hey, then again, some fans are a little bit more passionate about certain things.
Yeah.
But anyway, yeah, let's go ahead and talk about the Game Awards.
The show was 3 hours. By the way, which I think, I don't know, it feels a little long. You know, but it might feel a little long because not everything in it is for me. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I do enjoy, like, honestly, to me, this is like the biggest show now every year. Like, E3 was like the thing for a long time.
Yeah.
But really, the Game Awards have just grown exponentially every year.
Yeah.
And,
I feel like this year particularly is like when like clear that the Game Awards is the main event now. You know.
Yeah.
And yeah, I kind of like that it's like I don't know. I both like and dislike that it's 3 hours because like you know, cool, we're watching the show for like 3 hours, but like at the same time I'm kind of like, well, like you said, there's stuff in there that I'm like, I don't like do we really need to have like 3-4 performances, musical performances throughout the show?
Yeah.
Like I'll be honest with you, like I
just like
care.
the orchestra. I just need the orchestra.
Yeah, that stuff is cool. They should stick to that.
I don't need the other stuff.
When you got like Imagine Dragons, I'm just like, dude, that's gonna you're gonna put my ass to sleep with that, man. Like
they don't bother me that bad, but I don't think we need them. Like opening with Sting was pretty cool. They opened with Sting, but like, did we really need him? Like, I like the orchestra stuff because I like video game music. I don't need Sting up there singing something from Arcane, which yes is League of Legends, but it's a show, it's not the game. All right, to me that's a separate thing. I don't need. Imagine Dragons did do a song from the video game. I'm blanking on the fucking game right now, but they did do a song from that.
I don't know.
And then they ended up swapping over to something from Arcane again. Not a game. Don't care. It's sure, it's a show based on a game. Don't care though.
But it's a show
because it's a show.
Yeah.
And it's a show that I haven't seen yet.
Yeah, I mean I haven't seen it either yet.
So I might care more if I had seen it, but I just didn't.
I'll end up watching it at some point, but I just haven't yet.
Yeah.
But
I love the orchestra though. I love the video
in that regard, it's like, yeah, I mean I kind of like that it's a bit longer because we got more to watch, but at the same time it's like some of the stuff I just like is kind of unnecessary. And then you got like, I don't know, like some of the awards, like it just feels to me that like they have these like musical performances instead of like focusing more on some of the awards, because some of the awards feel like they're just like, all right, and the winner is this thing. Okay, we're gonna now get ready for Imagine Dragons. Like, oh, dude.
Yeah.
Like
they were doing awards on the pre-show, and not everybody was watching the pre-show. They did world exclusives on the pre-show, and people weren't even like watching the pre-show.
I missed out on a couple of them because we I was setting up stream and stuff, and it's like, oh, they're already having world premieres. I'm like, dude, hasn't even started. We're in the pre-show. Like, what are you guys doing, man? Come on.
Yeah.
But anyway, I think we should just get into it and start talking.
Let's do it. Yeah.
I think it's a good time as any. All right. So we're going to be talking about the pre-show stuff as we were just talking about. The first thing was that there is a release date for Tunic, which is the little like Legend of Zelda type game where you play as like a little fox or something.
Mm-hmm.
And
by the way, I don't think
looks...
we're gonna watch every trailer. By the way, like, well, I'll throw it up as we see them, but like, we're not gonna watch them all the way through.
Yeah, no. But yeah, so this game was one that we had already definitely heard about and talked about. Like it'd been announced, I forget how long ago, but we knew this was a thing already, and now it has a release date. So this game is coming out on March 16th. So again, that February, March area, stacked with stuff.
So much stuff. This is a cute little game, but I don't know if I'm...
Yeah, like I said, it's very like Legend of Zelda inspired ish, and then at the end of the thing there, March 16th is the release date. So there you go. So I think we're just kind of we'll go through these and like we'll spend more time on certain ones than other ones, but yeah. Next thing is that they had a very, very brief like Texas Chainsaw Massacre trailer, which I feel like this one was more of an announcement trailer because it really was like, because I think the big thing with that one is that you don't really know what it is until they show you, Texas Chainsaw Massacre, because that's really all they show. They don't tell you anything other than like, it's Texas Chainsaw Massacre. But this is the game made by the people who did the Friday the 13th game. So I would imagine that it's going to be that style of game.
Yeah, they had a lot of issues with the Friday the 13th license, so I guess they managed to get the Texas Chainsaw Massacre license or made a deal with those guys. And really, I expect the exact same game, to be honest. not to shit on those guys, but like, I mean, like, but
yeah, I mean they'll probably like improve on it from the Friday the 13th one, but I mean basically it'll probably be the same thing. Let's hope for them though that they can manage to keep the license this time.
Well, yeah, Friday the 13th is like license hell apparently.
Another thing that makes me wonder about this one is if they're going to remove Leatherface from Dead by Daylight because he's in that game.
I have no clue. I don't think so.
I wonder if it's like, they don't have the same name, but it's kind of more of like, Anyway.
I'll be honest with you. I don't know what goes into those types of deals.
I mean,
so they could take him out, but I feel like they wouldn't. I feel like there's probably something in a contract somewhere that's like, well, you can have him in this game and in this game. Somewhere in there, there's some written. I would think. I don't know.
I don't know how those, like you said, I don't know how those contracts work either. But it's just interesting, to see like how what because they're doing a whole game just on Leatherface, whereas in Dead by Daylight he's just one of many killers or whatever.
Yeah.
But anyway, Homeworld 3, they had a trailer for that. I mean,
I've never played these.
That game,
yeah, I've never played Homeworld.
The only it's a real-time strategy. And it's releasing in Q4 2022. And what Josh is playing for you now, I believe.
Gameplay first look trailer, I believe is what it is called.
Okay. So yeah, I haven't played any of these games. I don't really know what the hell really we're dealing with. It looks like a cinematic though. I don't know does this actually have any gameplay?
Yeah, it pops over to it about halfway through. What I foresee are Star Wars mods Lots and lots of Star Wars mods. There's
Yeah.
literally a scene of them doing a trench run. It looked like that I just saw as I opened my eyes. I was correct. But yeah, apparently, I think the Homeworld series is much beloved by RTS fans. I've never played them.
I haven't either.
I'm not opposed to giving it a go when it comes out. Like,
Yeah.
I'm sure one of a streamer friend or somebody will be playing and I could watch them and see
Yeah.
when it do.
Indeed. So yeah, that's that game.
That's coming. Quarter4,
Again,
2022.
quarter 4 next year. Next thing they talked about was the Expanse Telltale series has been announced. I have yet to watch any of the Expanse. It's something that I need to get to, but I just haven't yet. So I know a lot of people are pretty hype about this one, but I mean,
Honestly,
I don't
this
know.
was a
I don't know about the
surprise.
Expanse.
I feel like this was a surprise announcement for me because I wasn't expecting an Expanse game, and I wasn't expecting it from to be like Telltale, because like
Mhm.
Telltale like died, like it went bankrupt, and then it ended up being bought, and now it's a thing
Yeah, it
again.
died and now it's back again. Yeah, now they're slowly getting things to work on. Like I know the big thing they're working on right now is The Wolf Among Us 2. That's the next big one coming out, which I'm very excited for because my favorite Telltale game is The Wolf Among Us, the original. I love that game, so I'm excited for the second one. And yeah, like some of the other licenses that they had are obviously no longer intact because as years go by, you kind of lose you lose the license because the contract runs out. But I'm excited to see what like plans they have in the future. Obviously, now we know that the Expanse is one of them, so that's cool.
Mm-hmm.
But again, I don't really know what's going on in that Expanse trailer because I have not seen the show.
So to be honest,
for
I've
me, I
only
don't know.
watched like the first couple seasons. I need to get back to it and finish it up. But I do know the character. She is in the show. Um,
Okay.
I think she gets more to do in seasons I haven't seen yet because I know she's a very popular character. Um, um, so yeah, I need to go back and finish it like a. But yeah, that's cool.
All right. Next thing we have here is Babylon's Fall. Sword slasher from Platinum Games. This is another game that is going to be releasing on March of the upcoming year.
Mm-hmm.
Another interesting little trailer here. Let's check this one out.
I'll be honest with you. The art style they went with here makes this game looks dated a little bit
Looks
to me.
older, right? Yeah, I was thinking that too. I was like, this kind of looks to me like a PS3 game or something.
Yeah. I don't know.
I mean, I'll be honest. I probably won't be checking this out. Like, I won't. Like, it doesn't seem like something that's super.
If somebody streams it, I'll check out the stream, but I'm probably not going to buy it or anything like that.
Yeah,
just out of
there's
curiosity.
like so many other games, out there. So, yeah.
And this just doesn't look the greatest. Like even this video, just watching this video, it looks kind of booty. And I'm not trying to be like shit to the people that worked on this game, because I'm sure they worked real hard on it. But it does look a little dated to me.
Yeah. Well. Oh yeah, I wasn't the only one thinking this looked like PS3 because I'm looking at the comments, and the third one is my PS3 is ready. So yeah, I was the only one thinking that. But anyway,
that's Babylon's Fall.
We'll move on from
March 3rd, 2022.
Next thing they have here is Monster Hunter Rise Sunbreak, which I mean, I'm just, I mean, no, I mean,
it's just more Monster Hunter.
The only Monster Hunter, the only Monster Hunter I played is World, and
Is Rise the one that's on the Switch? I don't even know.
Yes, this is the one on the Switch, I believe.
I think I think Rise is supposed to come to the PC, isn't it?
I don't know.
I feel like it is. I'm gonna look
Actually,
that up
don't
really
know.
quick. Rise PC. Yeah, it's up for pre-order on the PC, so it's on Steam. It says January 12th, 2022 for Monster Hunter Rise on PC. Interesting. But yeah, the only Monster Hunter I've played is the Worlds, that one.
Yeah, I've only played World as well, so I mean, I don't really have.
But yeah, this is an expansion for those that have been playing Monster Hunter Rise. More monsters, more hunting, more grinding, I assume, for gear, which is fun for a while.
The next thing is Thirsty Suitors, which is an Annapurna interactive game.
Yeah. This is like a story based. What's the movie where the dude has to fight his girlfriend's exes? Scott Pilgrim, is that the movie
Scott
or
Pilgrim.
comic?
Yes.
This
It
seems
is,
to
yeah.
kind of have that premise, except she's fighting her
Scott Pilgrim
exes.
vibes.
Yeah.
Mm,
And like
interesting.
talking to like she's fighting her. I don't. But that's what I get out of it. I think that's kind of what it says in the little blurb down there. Also, that dude gets fucking flip flopped in the face.
Well, yeah, I mean it's an interesting concept. I'm sure it has like, I'm sure it's as colorful and as like, you know, the same kind of
Yeah.
vibes as Scott Pilgrim. So
At least that's what I
Yeah.
kind of got. I haven't even seen Scott Pilgrim. I just know the premise of it.
At first when this was announced, like I kind of thought it was another game that it was looked kind of similar, but it's not because of the food and the mom and stuff. Kind of made me think, oh, this is like that one game that we talked about, which I can't recall the name of that game right now either. But yeah, yeah. I mean, that's I definitely agree with you on the Scott Pilgrim vibes. Definitely very much like very much so. Like
Yeah.
it's there. Um. Next, we have a gameplay trailer for Evil West, which is a game that I'm looking forward to. Definitely
Yeah,
want
this
to
looks really interesting.
see more of this.
It's right up my alley. We gonna fight some weird zombies and demons and the
Heck
demon
yeah,
infested
brother.
West. Let's do
With your
it.
lever action rifle.
Mm-hmm.
Kablammy, kablam, kablam, right with the revolver.
They hit him with the Wolverine claw.
Mm-hmm. He said, "Get off me, boy." Bam with the punch.
I'm glad that the like Weird West games are kind of coming back.
Yeah, I like that. I like that kind of stuff. So hopefully
Me
we get
too.
to see more of that. Like this looks great. I like all the little gadgets and shit he's got on his arm right there, you know?
Mm-hmm.
All these monsters and creatures and demons.
The Evil West.
Lightning.
That says coming 2021. Is this the right trailer? Hold up.
This is not the right trailer.
This is the incorrect trailer. What the fuck? I was like, something about this isn't right. There was supposed to be gameplay in this. Hold up. Let me find a gameplay trailer that was actually at the Game Awards. Yeah, here we go. That was weird. Somebody put up the wrong video on that website.
That is weird.
Here we go.
Well, anyway,
There
the
we
other trailer
go.
was a reminder of what the hell the game was.
Hey,
or what is.
that's when we first
Here's
saw
the
it and
gameplay,
got us
though.
interested in it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So here's the actual gameplay, which
This
also
look- yeah,
looks
see, look at this.
dope as
Look at
fuck.
that. Hell yeah, dude. That looks awesome.
Let's go out there and whoop some zombie booty.
Demons and foul creatures die. Oh, flamethrower. Oh, hammer.
Damn.
Boomstick.
He's laying the ass
Give me
whipping
the
on that thing.
The 1-2 combo.
Eve West. That other trailer said 2021. I was like, that can't be right. This one
Yeah,
says
like, no,
2022.
yeah, no, that is definitely not right.
But yes, I look forward to this game. This thing looks cool.
Yeah. Next up we have a announcement for Have a Nice Death, which is a hand-drawn roguelike game. It's due to launch on early access in Steam on March.
This is funny and stuff, but this is not my typical kind of game that I play. This is not usually what I do. This is what I watch Zeke or somebody else, some other streamer play, and I enjoy them playing it.
Yeah, I mean this type of game isn't really what I play either. But I mean I like the art style and everything. Like it's it's hand drawn and stuff, so it looks great. Like I love the art style. But yeah, I'm kind of with you on that. This is something that I'd like rather watch somebody else play personally.
It's just not my bag, man. That isn't to say that it's bad.
I really dig the art style though.
Yeah. It looks cool. Looks fast.
Next
up,
what's next? What is this? Official trailer for Planet of Lana or Lana.
Lana.
Yeah. This is previously seen like
you're a robot-y for me. Yeah, a little bit. Hang on, let me call you back. How about that, really quick? It won't take but a second.
Sure.
Let's hang up the call. Then I'll call you back really quick. Hello.
Planet of Lana.
Hey. Let's play this.
There he
trailer.
is, riding the robot. Music from Takeshi Furukawa. But yeah, like I was saying, we had seen this game before on I think last year's Game Awards or some of the other games.
We've seen it somewhere. Remember when Summer Games Fest was a thing a couple of years ago? Could have been there.
Yeah, Summer Game Fest was a thing, and I mean, there's so much stuff that I forget where we see what, you know.
Mm-hmm.
But
it's a Robo Spider.
Yeah, this also looks like another thing that isn't really my kind of thing. But
same.
Usually with these kind of games, like I said with the previous game, is that the art style is pretty cool, and I mean we'll say the same thing about this. The art style is pretty cool.
Yeah.
Planet of Lana or Lana is an off-world or off-Earth odyssey.
Lana.
But yeah, again, it's just not really my kind of game.
No, but it's interesting, and I'm sure somebody will play it, and I'll check it out. Not me personally, because I don't play them, but I watch people play stuff all the time.
And the last thing that we had for the pre-show was the Persona 4 Arena Ultimax announcement trailer, which I don't even know what the hell that means, but when they were showing this game off, it looked like a fighting game. So
that is exactly what it is. It is a fighting game. I've never played. I have Persona 4 Golden and I haven't played it yet. I think this is like a continuation of those characters'
Persona
story,
4
but
Arena
in a
Ultimax
fighting game. Yeah.
So yeah, this is after Persona 4 Golden. And they're gonna be beating the shit out of each other in a fighting game.
Yep. That's totally Sam Riegel voicing the bear, by the way. What? Then we move on to the main show. Daniel, what is the main show?
Indeed. So the main show started off with a bit of a bang. We have the we have Hellblade 2 or Senua's Saga Hellblade 2. We have a gameplay trailer for that. Which is a bit, they kind of dragged this one out a little bit to show you like that, oh, because you kind of think like, oh, what's going on here, but it is actual gameplay. Like it is gameplay that you're seeing, and it's a little bit more dragged out, so we probably won't watch the whole thing. You can probably skip
we'll
it
probably skip through it a little bit as it loads.
And I mean, it looks good. I never played the first one. I watched another streamer friend of ours play it. She's been a guest on the show, Nancy Stig. You can go check out the Donnie Darko episode. We had her on as a guest for that. So I watched her play this game on her stream, and it was pretty cool. But I never played it myself. I know she's excited for this one. I mean, it looks great, like graphics wise and everything. And this looks, because this is all like gameplay. So I mean, that
yeah, it's all like
pretty.
They're in engine stuff. Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't play the first one. I heard it got a lot of praise from people. And this is, it's a good thing to start with, because I mean, like, the facial animations on these characters are crazy. And the game just looks pretty. Like, it just, I am going to skip through this trailer. It is very long.
Yeah.
A bit, but I would like to play the first one and maybe check this one out when it comes out. How about you, Daniel? Are you interested in checking it out, or is it on your radar at all? Like, how you feel?
I think this is gonna be one of those things that I probably again will just watch somebody else play it.
Gotcha.
I mean, like, it looks good and everything, but I'm probably just gonna watch somebody play it. I don't think I'm gonna be playing it myself. Which again is not to say that it looks like a bad game, because again, there's a lot of good games that I just would rather watch somebody else play than play on myself.
Yeah, it's all personal taste.
Exactly. So this is just gonna be one of those ones that I'll watch somebody else play it. But yeah, like I said, looks good. Looks good. As you're watching the trailer, you're like, whoa, why don't these people have a plan to kill this giant dude? Like, they're just like throwing spears at him and they're retreating at the same time. It's like, come on, man, you guys didn't have a better plan than this. But that's Hellblade 2 Senua's Saga. Looks great.
Yeah.
And then the next thing is was the thing that got me like the most hype. Like, after this, like, everything else was a letdown. I mean, I'm lying, but like this was the top of the top. Started off the show with it pretty much. And like that was, everything else was just kind of like whatever, because this is what I wanted, this is what I needed. They gave it to us. Damn near, it was the second thing they showed in the main show,
Yes.
So I was very happy to see this. We actually have, this is one of the reactions that we have over on the YouTube. So if you want to go check that out on my YouTube, Josh and I are both reacting to this. And when you see this trailer first pop up, you don't know what it is, because you're watching it live on the Game Awards. But then you see the Lucasfilm logo, and then you can see me like audibly gasp and everything, because I am. Once I see that, I get more locked in, So yeah, I'm just very excited for this. I'm so damn excited for this.
I'm curious. I'm curious to it more than anything, because this is a Quantic Dream game.
Which they said that it's going to be. They said
I definitely want to see how it's going to be.
Usual games.
Yeah, I'm just kind of curious to how they're going to do that. How it's going to look, how it's going to handle, and how it's going to play. Because most of the Quantic Dream games are like kind of like their own thing. Like Detroit was their own thing. Heavy Rain was them, right? That's like their own thing. Yeah. This is like this is Star Wars. So I'm kind of curious to like, I'm sure they probably have somebody over there that's their contact with the Star Wars people, right? That are like, here's what you can do and here's what you can't do, kind of stuff.
Yeah, the
Um,
Lucasfilm story group and all all that. Yeah. Yeah, I'm excited, man, because it's gonna be probably unlike anything we've ever played in terms of a Star Wars game. It's gonna be very different, and it's set in the High Republic era, which is this is our first game in the High Republic era. Which is an era that is like pretty new. There, we're barely like the majority of our exploration into it has been the books. We're getting a TV show, The Acolyte, which we talked about a little bit about earlier, but now we're getting this game, and yeah, I'm so excited with it.
yeah, that's yeah.
It's like Josh said, Quantic Dream is doing it, and they also said that it's gonna be more action than the previous games because we know they like Josh was listing off. They did Detroit Become Human. They did Heavy Rain. They did Beyond Two Souls, like probably the big three main ones that people think of when you hear hear
Mhm.
these guys. But yeah, I'm just I'm curious to how they're gonna do a game, how this game is gonna be kind of in that style. But yeah, I for me, like I'm just like the potential of the era and the just like that what's the word, like just like the potential of this game, like in like of this style is kind of very uh just very intriguing. I'm curious. Like I could change my mind if I see like
Yeah.
gameplay and see what kind of game it is. But for right now, I'm pretty excited. So
As it
for sure.
is, I'm excited for it because it's Star
Yeah.
Wars. The only thing I'm worried about
Yeah.
is that it's Quantic Dream. Um, because they've had some issues in the past. They've
Yeah.
done some shady shit in the past, to be fair. Um, but I'm not super worried about it because the Star Wars people have, I'm sure they have somebody over there, right? They have someone that's like in that studio that's like, here's what you can do. They're looking at it. They're like, they need this to be good, right? So I'm sure they probably have somebody over there that's like that. This is also like the other thing is like this isn't Quantic Dreams like custom setting or like this is Star Wars, so it's not like
Yeah.
Detroit. So like they're obviously within like a window of what they need to be able to do, um, kind of
Yeah.
deal. So I'm not super worried about it. It's Star Wars. I have excitement for it. I'm just uh I'm just kind of curious. I want to see more. I'm kind of curious to how they're gonna do it. I want to see how more actiony. That trailer's hype. That's a good ass trailer. Like of all
Oh
the
yeah.
things, I wasn't expecting. I wasn't expecting a new Star Wars trailer. We made some predictions before the show. I don't think like any of mine came true at all. But so don't come at me on Twitter because I don't give a fuck. But but yeah, I'm I'm excited. I love Star Wars. I love the idea of more Star Wars games coming, of the different types of Star Wars games that are coming. Um, we we kind of lived under the yoke of that EA exclusivity deal there for a little
Oh
while, and that was a
man,
little rough.
I it's still rough because we still have 2 years for that, dude. It's like, oh come on,
I'll be honest with you, when that trailer very first started and the music started playing, I was like, "Is this Imperial Commando?" And then I was like, "No, what am I thinking? This cannot be."
dude.
Like
I mean, if they eventually do that, fucking yes, make
for
that
like a
happen.
hot 10 seconds, I was like, "That would be so cool," but that's not what it was. But my brain went there.
It would be so cool, man. It would be so cool.
Um,
But yeah. Anyway, Star Wars Visions, very hyped for that.
Yeah.
Moving on. Lost Ark has a release date trailer, February 11th, 2022.
Yeah, I don't think we really need to watch that. Like, we can
And
just skip over that video.
yeah, so it's gonna be free to play, and yeah, there's a release date. Another reveal that nobody knew was coming is that they're doing a Wonder Woman game.
Wonder Woman.
And you hear you see like it's DC, and there's you hear a lady talking in the background, and she's speaking like a Themysciran, and sure enough, you see Diana and all her armor and her whip and everything, and it's cool because I'm pretty sure this is the first time ever that Wonder Woman gets a game, right? Like I don't think
Yeah,
there's
just
ever
but
really...
it's just her. Yeah.
Yeah, because
She's been in fighting games, but like
but she's never had her own game.
own
which,
game. Like this is her
kinda,
thing. Yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of hard to believe that she hasn't gotten one up.
And this is
until now.
Monolith. These are the guys that did Shadow of War and that stuff. So for Lord of the Rings.
Yeah.
So that's cool. I'm curious to how they'll do it. Because to me, Wonder Woman has some of the same issues that Superman has in video games, where they're like so strong.
too
It's like who
OP.
could challenge them? Like they're very strong. Are they? Are we gonna get the Invisijet? Is she gonna be able to fly around? Like, how are we gonna do?
I hope so. That'd be cool.
Like just a lot of curious. All we got is a 40-second trailer that's a reveal, so we got like no info on it. But I think it is cool that she's getting her own game. Hell yeah, more fucking superhero video games.
Agreed. The next thing that they did was an Alan Wake 2 reveal.
Yeah, people were...
It's been like, what, 10 years since the last game? More than that?
Dude, it's been like a long time.
But finally, they're making it happen. It's coming in 2023.
Yep.
And yeah, Alan Wake 2. Looks good, man. Looks
Sam,
really
link
good.
is up there. It's gonna be like a survival
horror.
What is survival horror? That's it. That's the word. Type game. So it's a little bit different.
Horror is a big part of the story this time around. So it's gonna be very much horror focused.
Watching this trailer again, all I can think is like Silent Hill a little bit. Even though I've never played the Silent Hill stuff, I know the trailers and stuff. But yeah, that's a surprise for a lot of people, and I bet they were excited. I watched some reactions to. I went through and I watched some Game Award reactions after it was over with, because I like watching people get excited as we do about stuff. Like especially that Star Wars shit.
Yeah, I watched several Star Wars Eclipse reactions for sure. But yeah, Alan Wake looks too. I like the first game. I like some of the other games that Alan Wake has been in, and yeah, looking forward to the second one. Be good.
What's next?
The thing they showed after that was the Sonic movie trailer. It was Sonic 2, Sonic the Hedgehog 2.
Yeah, we can throw that up there.
They did the trailer for the movie, and Dr. Robotnik is back, and they
I have not seen the first movie. I need to, because I heard it's pretty good. It's worth a watch. It's not bad. After watching this trailer at the Game Awards, I thought this looked pretty good. I think this looks like a pretty decent movie.
Trust me, there will come a moment when your powers will be needed.
Daniel, you are muted, I believe. I cannot hear you
That moment
if you're talking.
I just got goosebumps. Wait a second, did you steal that from Oprah?
Still got nothing. I don't know what's going on today. Technical problems everywhere.
Since I've been gone, I've discovered the source of ultimate power. That sounds big. It's been on my vision for years.
Look at that mustache.
Hope I'm not too late.
I'm sorry, who are you?
We got Tails.
Okay, this is what we're gonna do. Step 1, light taunting.
I'll try to keep you guys entertained while we wait for Daniel's mic to get fixed. Oh.
Today's forecast calls for a 100% chance of adventure. Return to sender. Face it, you're never going to get my power.
There's Knuckles. Look at him.
I look like I need your power.
Damn.
Where are my manners? Sonic, meet Knuckles.
Sonic the Hedgehog 2. Cool. All right. Whoop. I had you for a hot second, and then you disappeared.
Hello.
Hey, there you are. Hello.
All right, so my mic was being stupid because I don't know. If you mess around with the cable, I guess it starts fucking up. I don't know. Anyway, we're
Shit
back.
happens.
All I had to do was unplug and replug because it's as simple as that sometimes, ladies and gents. Anyway,
Hey, man, we have a lot of technology at our
yes.
fingertips,
and
it,
then like
it's finicky.
I have so many cables and stuff here because I got so much.
Oh my
shit
lord!
plugged in. But anyway, yeah, that was a Sonic 2 trailer. I think the movie looks fun. I enjoyed the first one. So yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing that second one. The trailer was fun. The reaction for that is up as well, I believe, on the YouTube. So if you want to check out our initial thoughts on that, go to my YouTube. It's there. Next up, we have a Horizon Forbidden West gameplay trailer.
Yeah, let's play this. This is a quick trailer. It's only a minute. I say this every time. I'm gonna play this. Goddamn it, the first one, and then I'm gonna play the second one.
Yeah, you gotta finish that first one. It was my game of the year for 2017. I think this game came out.
Yep.
I'm very hyped for this one. It
But
looks
yeah,
like it looks like the first game, but amped up. So I'm so ready.
Yeah, they show Aloy changing a bunch of her outfits throughout this trailer, so there's a little bit of customization for you this go around.
Indeed, which is cool.
I love the music in this game. Like the first game, like the fucking main theme of the first game. Oh my god, it gets me hyped.
It's good stuff.
Hey, look at that fucking robot turtle. Yeah. Dude, that fucking snake, that's some scary shit. It's like, could you imagine? Where's fucking, where's John Voight? Where's Ice Cube?
Fuck all that. Anyway, moving on. We don't need to show the trailer for this, but Final Fantasy Remake Integrate is coming to PC on the Epic Game Store. There's gonna be a PC port coming next week, or I guess this week, on Thursday. It'll be on the Epic Game Store. So if you want to play some Final Fantasy VII Remake on PC, it will be here on the Epic Game Store on Thursday, December 16th. So there you go. They did a trailer for Destiny 2, the Witch Queen trailer. I mean, I don't.
I'm not gonna show it. No.
So this next game that we're gonna talk about is creepy as shit because it's Splitterhead.
They actually have it typoed in here, by the way. It is not Splitterhead. It is Slitterhead.
Slitterhead. Okay.
Yeah.
So Slitterhead is a creepy looking fucking game because
yeah, it is.
It is from the director of Silent Hill, Keiichiro Toyama, and Bokeh Game Studio. And yeah, it features a bunch of creepy ass like alien parasite headed people that like turn all into ugly shapes and open up their faces and mouths and stuff, and it's weird, man. Really weird.
it's body horror type shit that is like, it makes me think of The Thing, you know? When I see it, like, I was like, why is this? I don't know if my internet connection is just bad or what, but
Dude, as soon as I saw you see that lady start transforming, her face moving all weird, I would have ran out of there, bro. Fuck all of that.
the thing
I
that's
don't know
caught me
why.
off guard was the music for this trailer. It's like a little wild. I was like, I
Yeah,
wasn't expecting that.
like fuck that. That is awful. There's some blood bending going on over here. It looks like.
Yeah.
But yeah, nah. This like I'm gonna be honest. I probably won't play this, but I'll watch somebody else play it.
No, I'm definitely not playing this.
It's just
I'll
so
straight up
weird,
tell you
man.
I ain't. I ain't watching this. I mean, I ain't playing this game. I was gonna say I ain't watching this movie. I ain't playing this game.
I ain't
No,
watching
fuck.
nothing in
Oh,
this movie,
that's
so-
fucking nasty. Hell no.
Yeah, that's some creepy shit, man. But yeah, that's Slitterhead. That is Slitterhead.
This is also a strange name.
Well, I mean, it makes sense with the way these people were slitting their heads open, I guess. But moving on to the next game, I actually am looking forward to this. It is
Yeah.
a new game from former BioWare boss Aaron Flynn. The game is called Nightingale, and it's a survival crafting game set across a shared world. Where you can battle enemies with both magic and guns, as well as build and protect small civilizations in this bizarre world. So yeah, this looks cool, man. This looks like another one of those games like 7 Days that we're playing right now that a bunch of us could just play and have a fun time with.
Mm-hmm. No, this looked great. I was like, what is this? When I first saw it, I was like, because it looks like a little bit of a. Well, it looks like a little New World, a little bit, a little tiny bit.
Yeah, it did. I thought maybe it was kind of like an expansion for New World or something, but
But like, the thing that got me is like, he's like, "Welcome to the lands of Fae," and I'm like, because in D&D, the Fae realms are like crazy, and you can never trust anything at its word. And then it's like, and then they're in this trailer, you see them going through gates, which makes me think of Stargates because you're moving like between worlds.
through portals and shit. Yeah. That's
Yeah.
Cool, such a cool idea for a game, man.
Mm-hmm.
Look at them building up that town. It looks so cool. I want to play that game. I want to play this game now.
Yeah. Like this is what we do. You know, when we play games.
Yeah,
It's fucking giant. That's the thing that gets me is like they
Fighting
have
off
this giant
hordes
that
and
comes
shit.
up, yeah, that comes and fights the fucking town and stuff. So
Yeah, hell no. Look at that, destroying everything they built.
I'm curious to how much you can build because they show like a Tesla, like almost like city and like lightning and shit. I'm like kind of curious to how big you can build up like a town. Sometimes you got to call in a few homies, help you whoop a little booty.
So I signed up for this because they had the website or whatever. So hopefully I get access to the alpha or beta or whatever because I definitely want to try this out.
Yeah.
I am all for testing games like this because I definitely want to play it. Those creatures are funky looking, but man, that looks so cool.
Yeah, boy. That looked great.
Yeah, and I think Josh, you had a little something extra about.
Yeah,
the
there's a
game too,
little
right?
article. I just threw it down here because we were gonna talk about it in the Game Awards, and I was like, I don't want to put this in the news because it's gonna be in the Game Awards. But Aaron Flynn talked a little bit more about Nightingale. Aaron Flynn. So, more than 3 years after departing BioWare and later founding his own studio, Aaron Flynn's next project has finally been announced. The former BioWare boss turned up on stage at the Game Awards to show off Nightingale, a shared world survival crafting game. But while the trailer gave us a good idea of Nightingale's alternate history fantasy setting, it gave less away on what the game will actually be like and what may be changed since it was originally teased. What might have changed since it was originally teased as an online multiplayer RPG. I chatted with Flynn via Zoom last week shortly before the Game Awards to find out more. Flynn is quoted as saying, "We had imagined the kinds of things we would build in this game and the kinds of things players would want to do in this game." Flynn says when I asked about the change in genre label. Over the past couple of years, we just found new opportunities to take the game and new places we could go. And they seem to resonate with the world that we're building and some of the fundamental choices we'd make early on, like create a world that is highly interactive and really empower players to do what they want. What has remained the constant in all that has been the passion for world building. This idea we want to create a universe for players that can invest their time in. That's going to have discovery around every corner, where players are going to feel rewarded for putting their time into it. We just evolved over time with new ideas and new thoughts and new gameplay iteration to say, yes, this feels really good. Nightingale is set just before the turn of the 19th century in an alternate Victorian world where magic has existed for hundreds of years. The magic allowed humanity to build a network of portals, basically Victorian stargates, to other fantasy realms. Humanity apparently gained access to the magic from the Fae, mysterious mythical beings who recently turned up again after a long absence. It was also at this time that humanity's portal network suddenly collapsed, leaving players, known as realm walkers, dispersed in far-off places struggling to survive. Apart from survival, humanity's aim is now to get back to the city of Nightingale, the center of magic. To do that, you'll need to venture forth through remaining portals, battle eldritch horrors, gather loot, and build yourself back up again. So this sounds like this is a survival game that's going to have an ending, kind of like The Forest, with the ultimate goal. When you decide to go exploring in these realms, you get to make choices about how you want to tackle the adventure and how you want to participate in them, Flynn says of the game's adventure system. In our trailer, there's a really nice moment in there that's meant to show the dichotomy that the world will present, where a giant is bending down to receive an offering from players. That's one way you could solve that encounter. A bit later in the trailer, there's a bunch of realm walkers in combat with the giant, and that giant is rampaging through the community they build. That's another way to try to solve it. Each challenge has different outcomes. Yeah. Each challenge has different outcomes, and each decision has different consequences. The resources, yeah, me too, man. That looks great. Resources gained on adventures can be poured back into upgrading your character or into building bases across various maps and terrains with estates and farms. You can play solo or with others, though there's no word yet on team or party sizes, and there's no PvP. NPCs will be present, but it doesn't sound like they will be fighting alongside you. Instead, you'll talk with them for story and quest. The wider story of Nightingale is being kept under wraps, but Flynn says its setting has been inspired by the brilliant Jonathan Strange and Mr. Norrell by Susanna Clarke, a favorite book of art director Neil Thompson. Flynn's long-term colleague at BioWare and now Inflection 2. Eagle-eared fans of its TV adaptation might have noted that its star, Mark Warren, appears in the trailer. This alternate history idea is something we didn't explore at BioWare, Flynn continues. You know, Mass Effect is as a future with an alternate history, but we didn't really touch on that. When we began the studio, we've been thinking for a long time about an alternate history game and just love the Victorian era, which is great in that it offers something of contemporary even at a point that's 100+ years old. There's a lot of familiarity in the contemporary that exists in the Victorian people. People dress approximately like they do now, although it's different enough that you go, that's interesting. Weapons and guns and things like that are familiar enough to be recognizable, even if it's a little primitive. And then you layer on the idea of magic and what you can do with a really cool magic system. It's a really interesting setting with lots of opportunities for storytelling. It didn't take long, as we talked about it 3.5 years ago, for some of our early developers to build it out and give us a sense of what could be, and it became the world. For now, Nightingale remains under wraps, though friends and family of Inflection's 100 employees were recently invited to play. There's no word yet on when the game might release, though Flynn says more players will be invited to try Nightingale next year on PC as the team seeks to gather more feedback and work on more of its magic. So there's quite a bit of info in there.
Yeah, quite a bit.
A lot more than just the trailer gave you. Which the big thing was like this game kind of started out as an MMO apparently, which I didn't realize that's what it started off as.
I mean,
Uh,
it looked a lot like New World to me, man.
yeah. But
So,
yeah, I'm excited for that.
Cool.
Sorry guys, that was a lot of reading. Holy shit, I didn't expect that much.
All right. Well,
We
moving
can
on
move
to
to
the
the
other
next
stuff.
thing.
Now that we talked a little bit more about Nightingale, is that there's the Lord of the Rings Gollum trailer. Which I mean, I'll just be honest. I love Lord of the Rings, but I don't have really much interest in this game.
I have no interest in Gollum. Like, I'm not trying to be a shit, but I have no interest in that character. Or playing as that character, or really anything about that character. Like, they
It's
picked the
basically like
least.
a stealth game with Gollum.
I don't like Gollum. Like, why would I like Gollum? He's kind of a shit in the movies or even in the book. You know, like of all the things to in the entire Lord of the Rings, the thing to make a video game about, you choose Gollum. Like, I don't know. I just don't really.
Let's say
My
you have the option of making a video game in Lord of the Rings universe. What would you do, Josh?
I would choose I would choose an RPG like I played Lord of the Rings The Third Age on like the PS2. I think that's the one where you had a group that was like a turn-based RPG game and I really enjoyed it. But I would do like Dragon Age but like Lord of the Rings, right? Where I could pick like an origin, like I could make a character in Rohan, and that would have a different like set of story quests that eventually lead to a thing. Or Gondor, I could be like a soldier from there, or an elf, or a hobbit. You know, if any of that stuff, that's what I would do if it was me. I'd make an RPG like that. Probably have it take place during the, during the movies, during the books.
In the movies,
Yeah, like not as the like following the ring or anything like that, but they're off doing their own thing and we're off doing our own thing, kind of deal.
Yeah, I gotcha.
That's how I would do a game.
Yeah,
But
'cause,
following Gollum is just uninteresting to me. Like, I'm sorry,
Yeah,
I don't care.
story-driven action adventure stealth game with Gollum is kind of And then no disrespect to whoever they got to voice him, but I mean I'm just like the voice is like is off and you can tell it's off, and then even the character model, like the face, is just kind of weird looking.
It looks weird. Yeah.
Something about it is off, but anyway, I think that's enough for that. Somerville was the next trailer that they had. They had a gameplay trailer for that, which is again, this is another game that we had seen, I think, last year or at some point.
Yes.
Action adventure game made by the people who did Limbo, set in a sci-fi universe. It's about a family trying to navigate a post-apocalyptic world. And yeah,
I'm kind of interested in it, but I need to see more.
I'm kind of like, I don't think this is something I would play, but I'll watch somebody play it.
That first trailer they showed is what grabbed me. Not this. The actual where they announced the game, when it had like the family and like they're asleep in this house, and then something starts coming up the stairs, and like it's creepy and scary. That kind of grabbed me. Like that grabbed me about this game. This says game. Well, it doesn't say gameplay, I don't guess, or does it say gameplay in the actual trailer? But like, oh, I need to see like more of what you're actually doing. You know, like so far all I've seen is this character's running. Here's these ships flying. That tells me nothing. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
What are we actually about here? But yeah, that's Somerville. Kind of interested in that.
The next thing we have is a delicious last course DLC for Cuphead, which is releasing in the summer, June 30th of next year. And it adds new regions with their own seasons, with DLC Island. and I like the little animation that they have for this trailer.
Yeah.
And Cuphead is one of those games that like I really want to play, but I just know I'm gonna be so fucking pissed off playing this game. So I watch people play it instead of play it myself.
So I like this trailer. I like Cuphead. I liked the musical performance before this trailer rolled. I thought it was great.
Oh yeah, it was good too. Yeah.
Yeah. They were all dressed up and singing the song. And I just love this. This is just like nostalgia. Like and the people that work on Cuphead, like man, like they work
Like,
real hard because that is not easy.
I love the art style. It's so
Yeah.
cool.
And
like I said,
watching somebody play
love,
Cuphead is like watching an old school TV show. You know, it's crazy.
Yeah, like I would love to play the game, but I'd be so pissed off playing it. You know.
You should make it like a sub goal. Like if you get enough subs, you'll play it or something like that.
Play the game. Yeah, I mean,
I'll play Cuphead. Maybe. I'll play Cuphead till I get mad and quit.
Yeah, you guys want to see me rage for a bit? Fucking let's play some Cuphead.
DLC Island coming soon.
It actually looks really cool. It actually looks really cool. The whole DLC stuff for that. So
June 30th, 2022.
Sonic Frontiers. We have a reveal trailer for that. It's the first look at the open world inspired Sonic game. His first since 2017. Sonic Frontiers will take you to Starfall Islands, where you'll speed through breathtaking landscapes sometime next year. This is set to release sometime late next year, by the way.
Yeah, I haven't played a Sonic game since I was like, started playing.
Well, that's
started playing Sonic, playing video games.
Sonic. I remember playing Sonic Heroes. I believe that's like a PS2 game. I think I remember playing that one.
I've never been, and this is just me, I've never been attached to the character of Sonic. I know there are some people out there that absolutely love Sonic, but I've never been like, man, I need to play every Sonic game. That's just not me. I don't know why. It's just never grabbed me like it has some people.
I'm with you. I've never really been like a huge Sonic fan either. You know, I just never really played the games.
It's probably why I wasn't beating down the doors to go watch the movie either, but since it's pretty good, I might check that out. I need to check that out.
I mean, I'm like that with several games. Like I know a lot of people love what are those games, like the Sly Cooper ones and the Jack and Daxter and the Ratchet and Clank ones and all that stuff. The Banjo, no, not Banjo. The what's the orange dude's name? Crash Bandicoot. Like all those games are some that people love, and I just never really played them. So I don't have the attachment to the characters the same way other people do. But yeah. So we have another piece of DLC, I believe, for Vermintide Warhammer 2. We don't have to throw up the trailer for that either, but it's the Warrior Priest.
Yeah.
Which, I mean, I like Vermintide too. It's fun stuff. They have a gameplay trailer for Chia, which I think we'd seen this, I believe, at one of the previous game stuffs. Like maybe it was a state of play or something.
We saw it somewhere. Yeah.
Yeah,
I don't remember
where. This is an open world adventure inspired by New Caledonia, Breath of the Wild. And it's just cool how this girl like is able to possess, I guess, creatures or animals and objects and stuff.
Yeah.
So she clearly has some kind of power that was gonna be a cool gameplay thing that you can do. And this game looks kind of neat. I'm not gonna lie, it looks kind of neat. I'll have to wait and see if it's something that I'll want to play, but just based off the this little trailer and stuff, I mean, it doesn't look all that bad. It's a very I know we've been saying this a lot with a lot of games, but this is it's a pretty looking game, dude. Like the water and the trees and everything. I mean, it looks cool, man.
It makes me think of Pixar. And the music in it
Yeah.
is in this trailer is pretty fucking good too. I'm gonna throw that lamp at a dude. I'm gonna possess that lamp and then use that lamp to throw it at a dude. Yeah, this does look kind of neat if you are into these type of games. What next?
Next up, we have Suicide
Yes.
Squad: Kill the Justice League gameplay trailer. So finally, we've been waiting for gameplay for this game in particular because the stuff that we had seen previously was like cinematics and you know and whatnot. So finally, it was good to see some gameplay on this because I know I've been waiting on it. I know a bunch of people have been waiting to see some gameplay for this. So finally, it's good to have some, and yeah, check out the trailer here.
Yeah, we got the old Captain Boomerang here talking shit on Barry.
Yeah.
Brainiac. I was
Talking shit on the Flash, and he gets beat up.
Yeah. I was watching somebody react to this, and they were talking shit on boomerangs. Like, imagine your powers throwing a boomerang. I was like, bro, that'd be so cool. What are you talking about?
Hey, you don't want to throw a boomerang around and teleport and stuff?
He's also got like, it looked like he had speed at one point, or like he was moving really fucking fast.
Yeah, he moves quick too. Yeah.
Yeah. Like,
So
how could
of
you
all
talk
these-
to it that way? That's rude.
Of the four Suicide Squad members here, which one looks the most fun to you? Is it Boomerang? 'Cause you got King Shark, Boomerang, Deadshot, and Harley.
Honestly, I feel like I need to see even more before I could make that choice on who looks the most fun. Based on this trailer, Boomerang is actually, yeah, I think he's in it a little bit, maybe just a smidge more than the others are, because they actually show him doing stuff. All I really see King Shark doing is running around like the Hulk with a minigun. You know, and that looks fun, don't get me wrong.
I feel like the least amount that we get to see is Harley in this. Like she's in this
Yeah.
probably the least out of everybody.
Yeah, she's definitely in here the least. I agree with that.
Because like even Deadshot is probably the second least, but like he gets to do some stuff.
Yeah. All we
'Cause
see of
if I,
Harley's
like-
like she. Yep. Go ahead.
No, it's just like in terms of like what we get to see the most of, I would say it's Boomerang, then King Shark, then Deadshot, and then Harley's at the bottom. Like in terms
Yeah.
of the gameplay that we get to see up here, that's kind of how they did it.
The thing that got me was like, I couldn't help but think this as I saw Harley swinging around. All I could think of was Spider-Man. I was like, as she's swinging around with like a grapple hook, I was like, oh, Spider-Man. Yeah, in my brain. But yeah, we don't see her a lot at all, really.
No.
She'd like wax one dude with a bat. That's about it.
Yeah, but anyway, it's cool that we can finally get to see some gameplay of it. I still would like to see more, but yeah, we'll see.
Whoops. Yeah.
The next thing we have is Forspoken. It's a little bit more like a kind of like a story trailer here. We get a little bit more about like what's going on in the world and whatnot.
Yeah.
You get to see the main character's name, Frey Holland, and she's like, "Oh, I don't know how I got here, man."
Yeah. It's one of those
And some of the-
persons out of their world kind of stories.
Yeah. Some of the characters in this trailer are very like at one point there's a villain lady that has such a like like what's the word? Like she has such a like bad guy laugh. Like it's like what? Like it's so like kind of corny, dude.
Yeah, a little bit. It's like she has been found guilty. Yeah, like
Yeah,
Skeletor. It's like a little weird.
yeah. It's a funny ass laugh, dude.
Mm,
It's like, damn, lady, chill, calm down. What's wrong with you? But the
this
game
lady.
continues to look
Yeah.
pretty cool.
Jesus Christ. Yeah, it is a little corny. It is, yeah, that's kind of bad. Uh,
It's a bit much, yeah. It's such a funny laugh, dude. Like she dies. uh,
I don't know how I
yeah, the
feel
game.
about this. It looks interesting, I guess, but
Yeah,
like it's
I honestly, I want to play this. Like, this looks like something I definitely want to try out. So it's on my watch, at least on my watch list. You know, to see what you know, potentially try out. Looks like it could be fun. But yeah, um, the next thing that we have here, I think you called it like right away, or almost right away. Um, and it's definitely like of all the reactions that we did, it's the one that has the most views.
really
Yeah,
40K fans, bro. They're
yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Warhammer dudes. They're
So
uh
it's a Warhammer 40K Space Marine 2 is a
yeah.
thing. And when I saw this trailer, I thought it was when I saw the Warhammer logo, I thought, oh, we're finally gonna get to see more Darktide. Which, you know, I also mentioned in the trailer, in the reaction, because you know we were watching that live as it was happening. So I'm like, yo, is this gonna be Darktide? And then, you know, no, Josh figured out pretty quickly that it was gonna be another space, you know, the Space Marines and whatnot. So
The moment they show Space Marines is when you kind of realize this isn't Darktide, because I don't think Darktide has Space Marines in it. They have like just the guardsmen. Um,
so there
uh,
they are, the boys in blue.
but yeah, these are Ultramarines. Uh, I played a bit of the old Space Marine. I did not finish it. It's a pretty good game. It's fun. It's like you run around and it's a little actiony, beat 'em up, kind of deal. And you, I don't even remember the main character's name, to be honest with you, but I think he's back in the sequel. I think.
I yeah, I recently realized that I actually have the first game in my Steam library. I must have gotten it free at some point somehow, but uh yeah, the sequel's coming out 10 years later, and it looks cool because they actually have some. Not only is this a reveal trailer, but I think they show some gameplay in it too, which
They do a little bit, I believe.
is pretty rad. Pretty rad for them to have done that. So
At least they did.
very
They
very
showed a little
exciting.
bit at the Game Awards, yeah. As we move in to take on the Tyranids. Look at that. That's that dude. That man has seen some shit.
Let me take this helmet off. And look at this chaos and destruction. He looks fucking mad.
Yeah, they do show off some gameplay. Here we go.
And beat up.
Sign up now. But yeah, that looks great. I know there were a lot of people excited for that and happy that that happened. So
Yeah. Looks good. I'm probably gonna try out the first game next week. Cause why not? Try it out, right?
yeah,
Play it.
give it a go. I don't even think it's super long, so you could probably finish that in a couple streams.
Oh well, yeah, maybe. Maybe. What's next? Oh yeah, I forgot that they showed Saints Row right after that. Which again, the thing with me in this game, like I'm hoping that it's good, but the characters that they have chosen as like the main this like that are replacing like Gat and like uh you know Shandi and all of our main like the main crew. They look so whack, dude. Like I cannot take these kids seriously. Like I'm supposed to believe that these guys are like these are the Third Street Saints. Like what? Get out of here, dude. It's no way.
What the fuck is going on
But
with this
yeah,
website? I can't even get the trailer to work. Sorry, I'm trying to get the trailer to work, but nothing's working right now.
yeah. I just the game so far, like just everything that they've shown us, I'm just not super impressed. But
No, I'll be honest with you, it looks a little whack. Um, to me personally,
yeah.
I am dropping frames like a motherfucker right now. What the fuck is going on? But yeah,
I just
the
I
does
want
not
it to be
look very
good, but
good.
I don't know, man. It just doesn't so far.
Yeah, same.
Can't forget about your boy Cat Helmet, dude, or whatever the fuck.
I'll be right back. I'm gonna check and make sure nobody's downloading anything in the house. So 2 seconds.
All right. Yeah, I just this trailer, man. I isn't really doing much for me. Really, I just these characters, man. They just don't. I know that the main like lady you're showing here is like the boss, and that's your created custom character.
Yeah.
But like the rest of these people, I'm just like I cannot. I just
Here's the thing. This game looks
dude.
old. I'll be honest with you. This engine looks old and dated and not very good anymore. I don't
That is
know
another thing.
when
Yeah, you're right.
I don't know when they started working on this, but it just does not look.
It doesn't look like a current gen game.
I just don't fucking feel it. I'll just be honest with you. I'm not feeling it, and so I'm not feeling it.
Yeah, I'm with you. I'm not from that announcement trailer. I was very disappointed.
Yeah. Also, wingsuits are all the rage in every single video game now. But yeah, we can move on from that because I have nothing. I don't have anything good to say about it. I'm not impressed.
Yeah, we'll move on from that. Um, the next thing was Fall Guys, but I mean, all it is that they're doing a Nightmare Before Christmas event soon.
Yeah.
I think this week coming up. So you can get skins from Nightmare Before Christmas, and then they're also bringing back some of the older skins that you may have missed out on. So, we move on to Dune Spice Wars, which is a PC RTS about controlling spice.
I'll throw the trailer up really quick. But...
It'll enter early access sometime next year, and yeah, this is gonna be more of like a Civ kind of game, right?
Yeah, it's like a 4X.
Yeah, so it's a Dune 4X real-time strategy game. Yep, that's what it is.
Yeah.
You can wishlist it on Steam. It's already on Steam, so
they got screenshots and all that stuff on there as well. That shows more than just this trailer shows. This is just a cinematic. Here's Arrakis, and here's the stand hand grabbing it. Like the trailer does not give you very much other than this is Dune.
No.
So we don't have to spend a lot of time on that.
I remember seeing the Thopter Zone. I'm like, yo, that I was kind of
they look dope.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, like Josh said, there's more there's screenshots and other stuff, more information about the game in general on the Steam page. So definitely go check that out. Tiny Tina's Wonderland story trailer. Now this is a game that I definitely want to play because I feel like I haven't really felt the urge to play Borderlands stuff after we beat the second one that one time. Remember when we played it, Josh?
Yeah, and I wasn't blown away by 3 either, to be honest.
And yeah, I just I haven't really been interested in 3 either. But this looks kind of cool because I like the whole D&D aspect of the Wonderlands and just like it's gonna be like different enough from the other Borderlands stuff that it'll be interesting. So I definitely want to play this. I don't know if I'll get it at launch. I probably won't, but I still am interested in the game, and I do want to play it. So
Yeah. Yeah, I'm not. Here's the thing: I'm not a big super Borderlands fan. Like I enjoyed 2, but did I enjoy 2 because it's Borderlands, or did I enjoy 2 because I was playing with my friends? You know, kind of deal. Um, so that's kind of like that's probably what this would be for me too. If I get to play with my friends, I'll probably have a good time with it. It appeals to me because it's like a fantasy D&D thing, and it'll be fun with Tiny Tina as like the DM and stuff because she's like the most not the most charismatic character, but like she's always talking, so there'll always be something going on, kind of deal. So, yep, I'm not hyped or stoked or anything, but I'll check it out.
yeah. Okie dokes. What do we have next? Among Us is going to be in VR. They revealed that as well.
Yeah, that was kind of funny.
I don't. Yeah. Doki 5 or Doki V music video reveal. I don't know. It's like a K-pop game or something. I don't.
I think
Yeah, I
when
don't
this
know.
came up, we all went to the bathroom. I'll be honest with you. That was
Yeah.
like that's our let's go to the restroom thing.
So yeah, it's they've had a whole song they were playing and everything, and yeah, it just no, not for me.
No, we're not gonna show that.
The next thing here is Steel Rising. There's a cinematic trailer for that.
I think this is made by the dudes that did Greedfall, right? Let me look.
Is it?
I think it is. I'm gonna double check. I want to make sure. Yeah, I am correct. This is made by the people that did Greedfall and the Technomancer and Mars Warlocks. Those guys, spiders.
I need to play Greedfall. I have that game.
I also need to play it, and I have it, and I have not played it yet.
Definitely want to get to
that. But yeah, this is very very Clockwork, very on brand for us. Where's my check, spiders? For inspiring. No, I'm kidding. But yeah, that's interesting. That's neat. Don't really see much. Kind of curious. That's about it. Next up, we have that heavy metal game. Yeah.
Yeah, which is like a couple bands are in it or something like that.
Like some of the big metal singers in there. Look, I'll be honest with you. I'm not gonna play this. It's not my thing. I'm not a metal guy, really. And it's like a rhythm shooter, which is weird. You know?
Yeah. Yeah, I mean I like metal, but like I probably won't play this,
Yeah.
It's just I don't know, rhythm shooter. I don't know. It just doesn't really. Nah.
Yep. We can move on from that.
Oh yeah. I don't really have much else to say other than I'm not gonna play.
No, that's fine. Next up, we had Star Trek Resurgence reveal, which is like a Telltale style Star Trek game that looks like it's from fucking 2002, but we can show it anyway. Yeah, I know that sounds shitty, but as I watched this trailer back, I just couldn't help but be like, this looks terrible. It looks awful. Like, graphically, I mean. Like, it looks not good.
It's made by Dramatic Labs, which is a bunch of devs that were from Telltale, so that's why it's like a Telltale-esque game.
Yeah. Boldly go where our graphics won't. Face the unknown. Reveal the truth.
I was drinking, dude. What the fuck? Take a sip of my drink and then fucking he does that. Come on, man.
I can't help it. It just doesn't look that good. It looks kind of bad. But who knows? Things can change before release. We saw how they did the Prince of Persia remake.
Yeah.
thing. But this game just looks dated. It looks old. It looks like, from 10 years ago. And I like Star Trek. But oof. And I think during my reaction, I was kind of excited for this. And then I watched the trailer again, and I was like, you know what? That looks bad. What do we have next, Daniel?
Next up, we have Rumbleverse, which looks very Fortnite-y. 40-player melee-focused battle royale coming in February. So, cross-play, free-to-play, cross-progression, that kind of thing. Yeah, not my kind of thing. So
No, I thought it looked stupid as fuck. I'll be honest with you. I'm not even gonna play the trailer.
no,
I think it looks stupid.
Yeah, it's no, it just no, not for me. Plague Tale Requiem is the next thing, and I'm very excited for this because I love the first game, and I cannot wait to play the second one.
Yeah, Loki messaged me a minute ago, and he's like, "Hey, redeem this key. You want to take a guess on what game it was? It was the first game of this." Yeah, which I appreciate that, Loki. Thank you.
Should play. It's pretty good. It's a pretty good story game.
As well, he also gifted me Hellblade, so thank you for both of those.
Oh shit! There you go.
Yeah. Appreciate
that. He actually tried gifting me Hellblade, the first one as well, but I was like, well, I kind of watched Hannah play it already, and I don't really like. I don't like it. Doesn't like I didn't need. I don't need to play. You know what I mean? Like it just wasn't.
Yeah.
But yeah, Loki's a good dude. He's always been nice with gifting keys and stuff in games and whatnot.
But yeah, this Plague Tale thing looks good. I look forward to checking this out.
Yeah, it looks great. I like you can use a crossbow in the second game. It's like, damn, that looks cool, man. Like I can't. It's exciting.
Yeah. A good continuation, hopefully, of that story for those people that played the first game.
Yeah, it's good stuff.
I know. I know it's highly praised. Yeah. I mean that looks really good.
Like on the beach and everything, it's great. I just got to deal with more fucking rats.
I mean, look, we went from Star Trek from 2002 to Plague Tale Modern, and that the difference in graphics quality from between that and this is huge.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I'm gonna let it go.
It's just it's not just Star Trek though. There's a couple games I'm like, man, like that other game we were talking about earlier, like a PS3 game. I'm like what? Anyway, what else we got? Oh, Dying Light 2 cinematic trailer.
This trailer's brutal.
This looks fun. Yeah, this looks good. I have not played the first Dying Light. I kind of want to. I kind of want to now. Like before, I was like, well, I don't need to play it because I'll just wait for the second one. Well, but I kind of want to play this first one now. Kind of.
If you get it, let me know because I think you can do co-op. I'll fucking play with you.
Yeah. Maybe we should co-op.
Because I was gonna say I haven't played it yet either.
I'll have to see how much it costs. But I mean, yeah, Dying Light 2. I think that would be a fun co-op.
We can.
First Dying Light, rather.
Maybe we'll wait for like a sale. There'll probably be like a sale pretty soon. We can grab it, and play it.
Yeah.
I know Baba loves it, but this trailer, this trailer looks good. What I think is, sorry, yeah, go ahead.
No, I was saying I've been excited for Dying Light 2 for a while. Like I again, I wanted to play the first game, but I just I kind of was like, well, for the longest time I never got it, and then I was just like, well, maybe I should just wait for the second game. But then now I'm like, dude, I kind of want to play this.
Yeah.
But yeah, this game looks great. I've been looking forward to it for quite a while. I mean, I forget when it was first announced, but like ever since then, I was like on board with it.
Mm-hmm. It's had some bumps here and there. but I think it's shaping up to look. It looks pretty decent. From the gameplay stuff we've seen. We've seen a lot of gameplay trailers. This is like the first like cinematic, like actual cinematic trailer for this game. I feel like. Maybe I'm making shit up, but I feel like it is. And that comes February 4th. So another game. Front loaded. The start of 2022 is a. It's like me after Thanksgiving, right? It's fat as fuck. You know, like it is loaded with things.
What do we got next?
Crossfire X, we can skip. I don't care about it. I don't know if you do.
I mean, not really.
Blood Hunt, we've seen plenty enough times. I feel like already.
Yeah,
There was a little trailer.
We've seen plenty. I thought the game was out already. Why are we still seeing the trailers for that?
I don't know, actually, to be honest with you.
Anyway,
we can watch the GTFO trailer though.
The GTFO 1.0 is officially out. It's because it's officially out of early access now.
Yeah, and they had a little 2-minute deal. We throw that up there.
Because it had been in early access up until this point. So
yeah, I've never played it. You've played it. You played it with who'd you play it with? You played it with Jake and Marjan, I think.
Jake, Marjan, maybe Maggie. I think Maggie. I don't know.
And then Maggie.
There was a group of us, and it's a fun game. It's just hard, dude. Like it's tough at times, man. Because the monsters are savage.
Yeah. I personally haven't played it. Now that it's in 1.0, do you want to go back and play it some more? Check it out.
Yeah,
check out these updates.
Yeah,
even though it's
I'd be
hard
down.
as balls.
I'm always up for it. It's a 4-player co-op dealio, so I'm all about it. All I need to know is when, because I have to reinstall it.
Yeah. So yeah, there's GTFO full release. Keep an eye on Daniel's stream. He'll probably play it at some point. Go follow him at twitch.tv/DT3 with 3 eyes.
Anyway,
next.
We had the Halo TV show trailer.
Yeah, that's right. We had that. That's just a quick trailer.
Yeah, which all you need is one bullet to take down an army, right, Josh?
Oh my god, I hate that line. I hate it.
It's enough, Josh. It's enough.
No, it's not. You can kill one, maybe 2 dudes with it. Okay.
That's too good.
I'm interested in checking this show out.
Yeah, I mean, I'll definitely now that we've been playing some of the games, like definitely, I definitely am more like intrigued by the show now.
Next week after we finished Halo 4 and we're on Cantina, I'm gonna give my thoughts.
Ooh,
because I've previously said that Halo is the most overrated franchise, and it's become a meme and a joke, but for the most part. But I do want to talk about and address how I feel after playing the series, because I think that's important, because I'd never played it before, obviously, and I want to give my thoughts on it, probably at the next Cantina, once we finished up everything that we're gonna do, at least for a little while on it. But yeah, we'll get the Halo TV series, and I think let's check it out because it looks cool. Remember when Jeff said they had like 4 trailers that were like on the level of Elden Ring, and I was watching a reaction, and somebody said, "This Elden Ring trailer that they're fixing to show, that we're fixing to watch, better not be one of those fucking of the big 4." You know what I mean?
Yeah, it probably was,
Yeah.
Because like, what else are they? Like, I would count Star Wars as one of those.
Star Wars, I could honestly see Wonder Woman, because she's never had her
Wonder
own
Woman
game.
probably. Yeah, because I mean, and also like nobody knew, like nobody that didn't leak or anything beforehand, so like nobody knew
Yeah.
what the hell that was. You know,
I need to look at the whole
Alan Wake 2
Alan
maybe,
Wake.
or
I think Alan Wake 2 would be. What would be the last thing?
I don't know.
I have to look at the whole list.
Because yeah, if Elden Ring is another one, like this trailer we're watching right now is one of the ones that counts as that, then well, maybe Warhammer. Warhammer maybe or not?
Would it not on the level of Elden Ring? I don't think.
Because I mean, it's been 10 years and people have been waiting. But yeah, I mean, I guess
maybe, but I personally feel like no, because my personal opinion is, I mean, it's popular, yeah, but I just don't. Elden Ring though, you know what I mean?
Well, I'm just trying to guess between all the shit that we've seen, because like
yeah,
I don't know what
I need
else.
to look. I need to look up the list.
Out of everything we've talked about so far, what the hell else would be on that level? I don't know. But yeah, more Elden Ring. I kind of, you guys know how I feel about that. I kind of am not really.
Yeah.
I'm kind of like meh, but everybody else seems to love it.
The Hellblade 2 trailer, I guess, could be a fourth, but
I mean,
we already knew about it.
Yeah, we already knew about it, and I don't know. I mean, I guess if they showed off quite a bit of gameplay, probably more than any other game.
Yeah, it was like a solid 6 minutes. Well, I'll tell you what, it's not. Star Trek game from 2002 is not one of the big four.
Oh, dude, how could it not be, man?
I'm gonna be hating on that all day long. It's good that it's 8 p.m. because that day will be over soon. I'll stop. It could be one of these things we got coming up, but yeah, here's the Elden Ring trailer. We've watched most of it. We can move on. Like, it's probably like the opening cinematic for the game, I'd imagine. What's next, Daniel, my friend?
What is it? Synced Off Planet? I don't even remember seeing this.
I'll be honest with you. I think he may have went to the restroom or something when this happened, or I don't know. Maybe, I'll be honest with you. I kind of dozed off during this because it looked boring. As shitty as that sounds, it wasn't.
Yeah,
it didn't.
I'm like, I'm just like, I'm like, I don't even remember.
Wait a minute. This isn't even the right trailer. What the fuck? I'm showing a trailer from 3 months ago. I'm looking for this trailer.
Oh, okay. I kind of. Now that I'm watching the trailer, I do remember this, but it just doesn't look that interesting.
No, it looks generic. You know, like it looks snoozy to me.
Yeah. I mean, I don't have anything to say about it because it just doesn't look that appealing to me.
Yeah, me either. We can just move on. I don't care.
Arc Raiders reveal trailer
looked kind of interesting.
It's a free-to-play co-op shooter from the developers behind both Battlefield and Battlefront. Over at the DICE, and the trailer features an iconic Robin song, "Dancing on My Own," which I thought that was a weird song to throw in here.
Yeah.
At first, it's kind of a weird thing, but
at first this trailer had me, and then the music played and it lost me, and now it's free to play, and I definitely don't want to touch it. I didn't even realize it was that. No offense, but like it seemed interesting at first, and then as it goes on, it's just less and less interesting.
Yeah, I don't know. There's just something about it. Like I like it's like I'm intrigued slightly, but at the same also I'm like I don't know. Maybe it's just the trailer. Maybe I just didn't like this trailer, but I don't know. I don't know, it didn't really do much. But
What a
then
weird
the
music thing.
yeah, it's like whatever. I mean, the song is fine, but it just I don't know if it fits in with the trailer. But anyway,
No.
The Matrix Awakens, the little Unreal Engine 5 experience thing that they did was the last thing that they showed off, and you know they had Carrie Ann Moss and Keanu Reeves talk about it, and you can download it now for free on PS5. Play it. I heard from people that have played it that it's really short.
Yeah.
So if you want to play it, don't expect anything too long because it's free, little short, little free to play. Dealio, but yeah, that's I mean the graphics wise and everything, it looks pretty good. You know,
Give me another Matrix
really.
game, you cowards. I used to play them. I played Into the Matrix, the Matrix Path of Neo, and fucking
Give him
the Matrix Online.
Yeah, Matrix Online. Did give him more of that because
I played all the Matrix games.
movie, right?
Yeah, maybe I'm a bigger Matrix fan than I realize, and just don't think about it. You know what I mean? Like,
That's what I was. Listen, the way you went off about the fucking when we watched the trailer that one time, and you went off about the connections and everything. I'm like, yo, I think you're a little bit more of a Matrix fan than you say you are.
maybe I just don't realize it. I don't know.
But anyway, that is the Game Awards 2021.
That was all the reveals.
Yeah, I think and then of course they had all the awards and stuff. Do you want to go through the award winners or nah?
Well, the biggest one I want to talk about is just like the ultimate game of the year, just because that Joseph Ferris and It Takes Two.
Quickly talk about that one, yeah.
Because I mean there were a lot of awards, but
so we can go through them pretty quickly here.
Yeah, let's do it.
Let's do it. So obviously Josh just mentioned the game of the year, which was It Takes Two. That's the game of the year.
Mm-hmm. I was very happy.
The other runners up were Deathloop, Metroid Dread, Psychonauts 2, Ratchet and Clank, Rift Apart, and Resident Evil Village. So going into this, I thought that maybe Resident Evil was gonna win. Because I didn't think, I mean, honestly didn't think It Takes Two was gonna win. Like I people had liked the game and were saying good things about it, but I mean, I'll be honest, I didn't expect it to win, you know. So yeah, and I still haven't played the game. Like I would be open to playing it, but I just, you know, I have not played it yet. So. But yeah, I did not expect it to win Game of the Year. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm very excited I'm excited. I'm very glad it did because out of all those other things, Joseph Ferris is like the most genuine, like the most genuine dude. Like he gets up there and drops F-bombs and is really excited and it's like fuck the Oscars and you know that guy. I love that guy.
You went from saying fuck the Oscars to winning the Game of the Year, dude. What a story.
Right? And it's especially funny because earlier in the show, Jeff's like, I learned to keep him away from the microphone. Haha, motherfucker, he won the award, so he got to talk. On the microphone. Which was funny.
Yeah. So yeah, I definitely didn't expect that to win, but it's hey man, like that's something.
Hell yeah.
I honestly have not played any of the games that were nominated for Death of the Year. I read Deathloop and read, you know, Game of the Year. Anyway,
I don't want that award.
No. That no. We're gonna forget about.
No, we're moving on. Anyway. We're moving on.
Deathloop, Metroid Dread, Psychonauts 2, Ratchet and Clank, Rift Apart, and then Resident Evil. I haven't played any of those, so yeah, I've seen enough people play Resident Evil to know what's up with that. Ratchet and Clank, I've never really been a Ratchet and Clank person, so no. Psychonauts 2, I mean, it's just not really my kind of game. Metroid Dread, I've seen some people play, and it looks cool. It Takes Two, I've seen people play, and it's, you know, it's co-op dealio, so you need somebody else to play that one with. You can't play that one alone. And then Deathloop, yeah, I just haven't really, I haven't really played. Which, speaking of Deathloop, it won Best Game Direction though. It was between that, It Takes Two, Returnal, Psychonauts 2, and Ratchet and Clank, and then Deathloop got the win. Best Narrative, we had Deathloop, It Takes Two, Life is Strange: True Colors, Marvel's Guardians of the Galaxy, and Psychonauts 2, and then Guardians of the Galaxy 1. Best Art Direction, we had Deathloop, Kena, Bridge of Spirits, Psychonauts 2, Ratchet and Clank, and The Artful Escape. And we had Deathloop winning Best Score in Music, which I honestly thought Guardians was going to win because Guardians is a killer soundtrack. But Near Replicant version 1.1.224744871139 was the winner. That is a stupid ass name, first and foremost. I don't know why you would call your name something as ridiculous as that. Why would you people do that? What is the point of that? Why? Moving on. Best audio design was between Deathloop, Forza 5, Ratchet and Clank, Resident Evil, and Returnal, and Forza 5 won, which I think that makes sense for that game. Best performance, we had Erica Mori in Life is Strange, Giancarlo Esposito in Far Cry 6, Jason E. Kelly in Deathloop, Maggie Robinson in Resident Evil Village, and Ozioama Okaga, as in Deathloop. And Maggie Robertson won as Lady D in that game.
She's tall. She's fucking tall in real life. And man, she chose the best dress to wear to that show. I was like, damn. I appreciate your confidence. But yeah. What else, Daniel?
Yeah.
Who else won some awards?
The other awards that were won was Games for Impact, which was Before Your Eyes, Boyfriend Dungeon, Chicory, A Colorful Tale, Life is Strange: True Colors, and No Longer Home, and Life is Strange: True Colors won that one. Best ongoing game, we had Apex, Call of Duty Warzone, Final Fantasy 14 Online, Fortnite, and Genshin Impact, and then Final Fantasy 14 won that one.
Yeah, I'm glad they won something.
Best indie game, 12 Minutes, Death's Door, Kena, Inscription, Loop Hero, Kena won that one. Best indie debut game, Kena, Sable, Artful Escape, The Forgotten City, or Valheim, and Kena won that one again. Best mobile game, you had Fantasian, Genshin Impact, League of Legends, Marvel Future Revolution, and Pokemon Unite, and Genshin Impact won that one. Best community support, you have Apex Legends, Destiny 2, Final Fantasy 14, Fortnite, No Man's Sky, Final Fantasy 14 won that one. And then best VR/AR game was Hitman 3, I Expect You to Die 2, Lone Echo 2, Resident Evil 4, or Sniper Elite VR, and Resident Evil 4 took that one. Innovation and accessibility, Far Cry 6, for Forza Horizon 5, Guardians of the Galaxy, Ratchet and Clank, and the Valve Shadow of the Crown. Forza 5 took it. Best action game, Back 4 Blood, Chivalry 2, Deathloop, Far Cry 6, and Returnal. Returnal got the win. Best action adventure game, you had Guardians of the Galaxy, Metroid Dread, Ratchet and Clank, Resident Evil Village, Psychonauts 2, Metroid Dread got the W. Best RPG, you had Cyberpunk 2077, Monster Hunter Rise, Scarlet Nexus, Shin Megami Tensei 5, and Tales of Arise. Tales of Arise ended up getting the win. Best fighting game, you had Demon Slayer, Guilty Gear, Melty Blood, Nickelodeon All-Star Brawl, and Virtua Fighter 5, and Guilty Gear 1. Best family game, you had It Takes Two, Super Mario Superstars, New Pokemon Snap, Super Mario 3D World, Bowser's Fury, WarioWare, Get It Together, and It Takes Two won that one. Best sports/racing game, you had F1 2021, FIFA 22, Hot Wheels Unleashed, Riders Republic, and Forza Horizon 5, and Forza Horizon 5 won. Best sim/strategy game, you had Age of Empires 4, Evil Genius 2 World Domination, Humankind Inscription, and from his Microsoft Flight Simulator, and Age of Empires 4 won. Best multiplayer game, Back 4 Blood, It Takes Two, Knockout City, Monster Hunter Rise, New World, Valheim, It Takes Two won. I'm gonna skip over content creator and esports athletes and coaches
Yeah.
and stuff because I don't care about that stuff. So,
We don't.
the last one is what was the most anticipated game? So you have Elden Ring, God of War Ragnarok, Horizon Forbidden West, sequel to Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild, and Starfield. And out of all of those, Elden Ring won. Which, I mean, I don't know. I don't know. I mean, I guess it's true because I would say I guess that's true because Elden Ring is the one that's coming out the soonest.
That's
Out
the
of all
thing,
those.
like, right? Because we haven't seen God of War
Yeah.
Ragnarok really, and
Yeah,
we haven't seen
that.
Starfield at all really.
And we don't even have a fucking title for Breath of the Wild 2, so
yeah, it's just literally Breath of the Wild sequel. um.
So yeah, I mean, I guess I just kind of hard for me to be like, yo, people are more excited for that than God of War because God of War is fucking amazing. But then again, a lot of people love Zelda, and it's like I don't know, any of these could have won.
Yeah.
But I guess Elden Ring wins because it's the closest one, like it's coming out soon, so the hype is pretty high right now.
But yeah, that's the awards, y'all.
Yeah, but anyway, that's the Game Awards. Those are the main awards. Pretty crazy.
Any final thoughts before we wrap up our show, Daniel?
There's a few games from there that were announced that I'm looking forward to. Can't wait to see them and more of them in the future. And we have a lot of good stuff coming in 2022. At the beginning of the year, it's like next month in January at some point, we're gonna do a show off, like a preview for stuff coming in the year. And we're definitely gonna have a lot of the games that we talked about here a part of that show. So there's a lot coming. But yeah, that'll do it here for this one.
Alrighty.
So thanks for watching, everybody. That's good
Alright.
stuff.
Yep, that was a lot, but that's the way that's how every the game shows go because there's always a lot to talk about and a lot that we're excited about. I guess the biggest thing I'm excited for is the Star Wars thing. I guess that's the biggest thing that got me there.
Yes, same easily for me. Yeah,
I'm happy It Takes Two won Game of the Year. I'm happy for those people that worked on that. And one thing I noticed is that the awards weren't all one-sided. It felt like they were pretty spread out, with the varying amounts of different games that won. So sometimes they can get a little one-sided, and that can get old. You know what I mean? I feel like one year it was just this one game kept winning over and over and over again. And I was like, damn, this is just fucking lame. But because it's more exciting when things get kind of spread around. As long as they obviously deserve the award. But anyway, that's all we got on the Game Awards. I think we're going to say our goodbyes now and end our show. So, Daniel, you are up first.
All right. Thanks for watching, everybody. Appreciate you hanging out, being here. That was a good Game of the Awards show for this year, in my opinion. Yeah, we'll be back next week. We got The Witcher 2 to talk about. That'll be fun.
Oh, fuck yeah.
So we'll see you guys there for that. That'll be good stuff because that's coming out on Friday.
Also, Spider-Man.
So, yeah, Spider-Man's also coming out.
So much.
Stay tuned for that, guys. So, yeah, we got a lot of stuff coming out this week, and we got another episode of Hawkeye and everything. So, yeah, we'll be back next week. We got some stuff to talk about. As we're almost done with the year, man. We only have 2 more shows in the year, and that'll be it. So. And then also another important thing. Today's episode 99. Next week is episode 100.
It is
100. We are gonna be. We're done with the double digits, man. We're entering the triple digits now. That's pretty fucking crazy. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is.
Pretty nuts. But yeah, I'll let Josh talk a little bit more about that. So I will sign off for today. Have a good one, everybody. Bye bye. Remember, before I forgot to mention one last thing. Tomorrow, if you want to see some Halo 4, Josh and I are going to be wrapping it up. Come live. We'll be streaming that tomorrow. Anyway, see you next week. Bye-bye.
All right, guys. Thank you so much for watching the show or listening. This show might be up a little. It might take a little bit for it to get put on the YouTube because I screwed something up and I'm going to have to fix it. So I have to edit it before I can give it to Daniel to put it up. But it won't take long, promise. Accidents happen. Next episode's episode 100. I think we're gonna give something away. I haven't decided what yet. I'll figure it out by next week, hopefully. And if not, we'll give it out later. We did the Game Awards stuff. If you want to see our reactions to anything, go check it out on Daniel's YouTube. Because they're all up, or not all of them are up, but most of our reaction things are up there, I think. So go check those out over on his YouTube.
Good number of them.
Yeah, our most important ones, anyway. But other than that, thank you for all your support over the past 99 episodes. We couldn't have done it without you guys. Always seeing somebody talking in the chat always makes it easier to do a show, because it's like, oh, thank God, somebody actually likes us enough to hang out a little bit, and so it keeps us motivated to keep doing it. But I think that's gonna do it, guys. We will see you all next time, and take it easy. Bye-bye.